Yeah. Check the mic, 1, 2. Cook a mellow on the frequency. From the indies to the big stage. Every territory, every promotion. Locked in. WrestleCast radio. Yeah. Brian Cook and Alex Mello, guardians of the ring, analyzing every lariat and every high fly wing. We're global with the coverage, checking every single feed, giving every wrestler fanatic exactly what they need. From the neon lights of Tokyo to arenas in the States, we're debating all the legends and the upcoming greats, dropping knowledge on the history, the work rate, and the draw. When the bell rings loud, we're the ones who see it all. It's WrestleCast radio, coming through your speakers loud, feeding the energy of every single wrestling crowd. From the Tokyo Dome to Garden, we bring the heat, cooking mellow on the track, making the cipher complete. Yeah, we talk the game, we live the fight. WrestleCast radio, rocking through the night. Yeah. We're diving deep into the Dragongate, the speed and the soul. Then we're shifting over to Nova, where the heavy hitters roll. New Japan Pro Wrestling, where the Lions find their pride. All Japan's triple crown, yeah, we're taking you inside. But let's get to the talk, it's burning up the wire. Mia and NJPW, he's preaching to the choir. Kento is a king, but the castle's getting small. It's time to leave all Japan, time to give the world a call. Imagine the dream matches, the stages he could grace, instead of staying stuck in the same familiar place. It's WrestleCast radio, coming through your speakers loud, feeding the energy of every single wrestling crowd. From the Tokyo Dome to Garden, we bring the heat, cooking mellow on the track, making the cipher complete. Yeah, we talk the game, we live the fight. WrestleCast radio, rocking through the night. Yeah. Don't forget the stardom queens, the glory and the grit, every Joshi masterpiece. We're breaking down the hit, then we pivot to the west, where the landscape's changing fast. AEW's revolution built to thrive and built to last. WWE, the spectacle, the stories and the fame. We cover every angle of the sports entertainment game. No buyers in the booth, just a passion for the craft. From the main event spotlight to the bottom of the draft. If you love the square circle, then you're in the right spot, with the hosts who keep it moving while the iron is hot. From the strong style strikes to the entertainment flair, if there's a ring in the canvas, you know that we're there. Cook's got the stats, Mello's got the vision, making every single take with surgical precision. No robbers, WrestleCast radio, coming through your speakers loud, feeding the energy of every single wrestling crowd. From the Tokyo Dome to Garden, we bring the heat, cooking Mello on the track, making the cipher complete. Yeah, we talk the game, we live the fight. WrestleCast radio, rocking through the night. Dragongate, Noah in the New Japan way. Stardom and the dub, yeah, we do it every day. Kento, it's time to fly, leave that crown behind. WrestleCast radio, one of a kind, cooking mellow, we're out. Cooking mellow, we're out.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We are here with episode 254 of the WrestleCast. We are back, and we are excited to talk about the sport of professional wrestling, which goes down inside of a 20 by 20 box. I don't know why I'm talking like that. What's going on, man? How are you doing?
What did Ronda Rousey tap Carano in? Not an octagon, but it was like a pyramid or some random shape.
They were in a hexagon, yeah, because when we were watching it, and they're like, what are you going to do with the hexagon tonight? Then I don't know if it was Jordan, but it was like, it's an octagon, you dumbass. And then somebody's like, no, they're really fighting in a 6-sided ring. And they're like, what?
Oh, my God. Somewhere TNA was all smiles. Let's be real.
Jake Paul was like, I used to be a fan of TNA, and that's why we're doing 6-sided. And they're like, oh, okay.
That's his company, huh?
Yeah, the MVP one or whatever.
Wow, those two women though, they made out with some bank, so good for them for 17 seconds of work.
God,
Ronda can go back on her farm. And I didn't even watch it. Like I was gonna watch the Nate Diaz fight, and then I fell asleep, and then all of a sudden I woke up and I was like, oh, let me turn on the Rousey Carano match. I'm sure it was great. Then I go on Facebook, of course, first thing, 17-second armbar. I was like, oh my God, fuck the world.
Yeah, it was. They like kind of went near. It looked like somebody who's never fought before fighting like an expert, because like the second they kind of touched, she got her on the ground, and it didn't take her more than a second to get her arm. I mean, it looked like she wasn't even trying. It was really bad.
Oh Jesus! Wow. Speaking of bad, though, since the last show, Darby Allin won the AEW title. We talked how awesome that decision was, especially heading into WrestleMania, which then WrestleMania had a bad night one. Some have called the worst WrestleMania of all time. I wouldn't disagree with that whatsoever. A very lackluster, pointless main event with more head scratches than anything. I don't even remember the rest of the card. A Brock Lesnar, Obafemi opened a show on ESPN on Sunday night to pretty bad numbers, considering it was on the flagship. I believe it was only about like 1.2 or whatever million people, and then of course the main event was the only sole match of the weekend, you would say. Not of all of the Mania events there, but definitely saving a lot of people grief. But the torridness online has been awful. But the praise for All Elite Wrestling, which has been the opposite of bad, Ryan, is just knocking it out of the park. Darby Allin won his 5th title defense. He's wrestling on fairways. He's wrestling Kevin Knight. He's doing just a lot of fun stuff. And I think AEW to set up the match at Double or Nothing this upcoming Sunday, which we'll get into in a bit here. AEW also doing something a lot of fun. I told you this morning, the day before we head to Chicago for the Night 1 G1 Climax, Ryan, AEW is holding an event at Target Field where the Twins play, where we will be Friday nights.
Hell yeah.
July 10th. Are we going?
Yes. From 5 to 7, it's happy hour with $2 hot dogs and beers.
I don't eat or drink any of that, but I won't be there at that time. I'll probably get there a little later, but we will meet you there.
I want to know if somebody could do the 999.
What's that? Oh God, yeah, no, that will not be me. 20 years or 15 years ago, I'd be like, let's fucking go.
Do you remember when we tried to do the power hour after eating Daco party packs?
Oh God, I remember we did after we ate like giant steaks at Eric's, and it was not a good night for anyone because we were so full. We're like, yeah, let's do 60 shots like a bunch of assholes. Not a good night.
No, I think it'll be fun. It's a cheap game too because the Angels stink now. Trout's is still healthy, but I'm sure he'll be injured by then anyway, so it won't matter.
What if he's traded to Minnesota before that game?
That'd be cool.
Or he turns heel and he's traded that night, and he just like leaves the dugout from Anaheim and then goes to the Minnesota.
That
dugout.
would rule. Hell yeah.
That's how they announced the trade. That would be the greatest thing ever. Book it, TK. You're a billionaire.
Do you realize how, and I don't mean to make this a sports show, but how irrelevant the Angels really are because you just called them Anaheim.
They're not Anaheim anymore?
I don't think they've been Anaheim for like 10 years.
Are they the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim?
When did...
Does Torrey Hunter still play for them?
I think he came back here before that. Let's see. The city name was dropped in 2016. Yeah.
2016.
So 90. God, these guys, they're like the Clippers. So 97 to 04, they were the Anaheim Angels, and then 05 to 15, they were the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. And now they're just back to being the Los Angeles Angels, where
Anaheim does not want them, huh?
They're like, now we'll just keep the Ducks.
You remember they didn't want Shohei Ohtani either?
Well, they wanted him, but he didn't want them. Instead, he wanted to go to the big boy table. And
he wanted championships and World Series.
And now he is a member of Los Doyers.
Your quick thoughts on WrestleMania, besides it being not very good?
I had one.
Anything stand out to you? Anything that stood out to you?
No. AJ Lee.
Paige came back to horribleness. AJ Lee is garbage.
AJ Lee and Becky Lynch was awful. I gave it a 1.5 stars, and I have all I wrote is Lynch won via something. I don't even remember what the finish.
You're saying the women's tag team championship match was better than that with a Paige and a Brie Bella and an injured Nikki?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck you. No.
Yeah, Becky Lynch and AJ Lee was horrendous.
I love Becky Lynch as a person, as a human, and as a person, like a wrestler that overcame odds. She's hilarious. She enjoys swearing and coffee. An amazing human.
AJ Lee should never be in a wrestling ring again.
I concur.
She should be embarrassed with how good she thinks she is, and that's
why do people think they're good?
I don't know. Because they don't watch anything else.
God bless her, but the Bellas, dude,
They're
Bellas.
trash.
We could have got the Time Pirates, or whatever they were called. Kyrie Sane no longer with the WWE, as well as the New Day. Everyone else can kick rocks.
I did have one notebook match on Mania.
Shut up.
I gave it to Obafemi Brock Lesnar because that was perfect.
Okay.
That was fantastic.
I agreed. No, fuck you. Fuck the internet. My hot take, besides the Statlander match, that was the best Jade Cargill has looked since the Chris Statlander. Was it Double or Nothing, or her swan song in AEW? I thought Jade Cargill played that role very well. Ripley, of course, being the consummate pro that she is, led that match, but bravo to Jade. I don't think there were too many botches, if any, but she just played that strong heel, I thought, very well.
I notated that I thought the finish was good. I can't remember what she called it, so I just said good finish to counter the Kong gimmick, because I just remember it was awesome Kong's thing. But backwards, it was actually Beth Phoenix, now that I think about it. But yeah, otherwise, I gave it a better score than Becky Lynch, AJ Lee.
Better than Randy Orton. Let's be real.
I gave it the exact same score as Cody and Randy, 2 stars.
What were your top 3 Mania weekend matches, since you watched 98 shows in over a month?
I gave Drew.
Is Starboy Charlie a thing?
He's gotten like house kind of now.
Okay.
Let's see. So if I go back here, I know for sure if I go to MDK Fight Club. Nope, it wasn't MDK Fight Club. The Death Vegas International or Invitational.
Oh yeah, I watched that match. I think
the tag one.
The tag, but also I watched like 4 matches on that show. I forgot which ones they were, but yes, the main event tag.
That was
shout out to Moonlight Kid.
Starlight Kid, Dragon Kid, Phantasmo, Micah. I went 4 stars. I went 4 1/4 on Despy and June Kasai, Rina Yamashita, Masashi Takeda, and then Nick Gage, Matt Tremont. But I went 5 stars on the opener, which was Zack Sabre Jr. versus Fuminori
Abe. I watched that match for sure.
That was my favorite match of the entire weekend, hands down. Ishin, I felt bad for. He got a 3-star match out of Jimmy Lloyd and Effie. Holy shit, did he have to have his working boots on there?
Yeah, but Ishin's the man, and he will do anything. Let's be real.
And even Gringo Loco and Janela against Daisuke Sasaki and Gato was fun. As random as that was.
I think I watched like a couple of minutes of that one, yeah.
Spring Break, I loved Xavier Reed and Wentz against Price Jordan Mathers. I went 4.5 on it.
Okay.
But the opening match, I don't know if it's just because of who I was watching it with and what we were doing and how much fun we were having, like in the moment. But I went the full 5 on that opener.
Really?
Because it was not Zack Sabre Abe, but there was so many things that happened in this match that went wrong, but it didn't affect anything, and it made it better, I think, because it was for a world title.
It was a conflict. Oh, really? Okay, that I did not know, but it was definitely a conflict of jet lag. It seemed like.
So it was Viperous, Bear Bronson, Teriyaki, Shotzi Blackheart, Vengador, Sidney Akeem, one called Manders, Gringo. Oh, excuse me. Why? I apologize. Man like Derice, Charles Mason, and Masato Tanaka. And
Yes.
so they're just doing all sorts of crazy shit. And then the rope breaks. So there's no top rope, if I remember this right. I think this was the match where the rope breaks. It had to have been. So this thing is gone now. So now there's no top rope, and they're still trying to do things. Some of the bumps that Vengador was taking, he should have been carried away. He continues to fight. More and more craziness. There's brawling. There's weapons. Man,
Wait,
like
how does
Derice-
How does Sidney Akeem do all his flippity flips if there's no ropes?
Oh God! When he got hurt at the beginning of the match too, like he hurt his back.
Jesus!
He did this
no.
giant front like senton to the floor, and nobody caught him.
Oh, why does no one catch in the States?
That's literally the first thing we said. We're like, there was 6 of them. Like
Every Joshi promotion, they fucking instead of hip toss class, they do catch your fucking opponent class.
you get
because
high
they do it
cross body
flawlessly.
catching over there. And so he's like he's holding his shit trying to run. Vengador almost knocks himself out on this bump. There's a point where Gringo Loco's across like a ladder with another ladder, and he's on top of these other ladders. It doesn't make sense, but if you see it, it'll make sense. And he's got him on his shoulders, and he goes to spin him and do his like power bomb thing. And I think he was supposed to, I don't know what was supposed to happen, but like he lost Vengador, so Vengador just comes straight down in his head, and it almost looks like he just peeled through him. So then there's more craziness going on. More people are taking each other out. And then the man, get the horns up, motherfucker, one called Manders, takes a half piece of a broken door and he throws it to Vengador and just clotheslines the door into his face and wins the match. It was the coolest fucking finish I have ever seen.
Oh, God.
So,
That's pretty awesome.
It's never going to, it won't go on a match of the year list, but I was like, I have to give it a score like this because I need to remember to go back and just watch this sometime because it was so fucking fun. I know everybody bitched about the Mania weekend stuff. I had a different take than most of these other shows that talked about it because I loved everything that I watched for the most part.
Oh, wow.
Was it good? Probably not. But I sat
Even the
here,
clusterfuck?
Look, the clusterfuck was...
Does that gotta end? Does that gotta go?
It was 2.5 hours.
Oh, my God. And there's, like, no one even, like, big anymore, like, nostalgic to come out, really, right? Because they're either all dead or...
I mean, like, I'm looking at some of these things, like... I mean, man like Derice and Marcus Mathers open, which is cool. I mean, Alec Price was in it, Jordan Oliver.
Oh, I thought Price busted his shit during the Dragongate show.
He did, but he just like bruised.
He was fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, when the stairs attacked and shit. And it was funny how a lot of the guys would play. Like KJ Orso came out, and he's like, "I'm not walking down those fucking steps," and he's just walking around. By the way, KJ Orso, if you guys haven't,
he was
seen
everywhere.
Him, former Fuego, one of the best heels in wrestling right now. He's so good at what he does. Like, I'm so glad he lost that mask. But like at the same time, there was a guy named 25 Cent in it. There was some dude named Tombstone Jesus. There was a guy named Mullet Man.
Oh, God,
like,
bro.
there was 3 dinosaurs 3 people came out in like dinosaur suits.
Why? Why is that entertaining? Like, if you bought a ticket in Vegas to see that, would you be angry?
I would.
You would just get shit-faced.
Yeah, so I would probably have loved it. And that's probably why I liked it anyway, because I was high as hell when I watched a lot of these shows anyway.
Would you have made out with 3 separate women while you were there, though?
Maybe. I would have went for it.
Okay.
I
want to win for it. You're still the only man I've seen dance with a woman, and then the woman buys you a drink. And I've grown up with many attractive men, and
it's because no one expects it. It's just like me doing a head flip. Everyone's like, "There's no way that fatty should be doing head flips." And I was like, "Well, you hadn't seen that shit before."
fatty. If you put me in a fucking bodysuit, I'm Gringo Loco, motherfucker. That's still the way you looked at me. You called me the N-word and with a disgusted look at
Whoa.
AEW.
I called you the N-word this one?
Niku fucking get it!
Because I thought that's pretty cool if you look like Nick Cage.
Well, yeah, of course. Yeah.
Now, normally I would hate this type of shit, but like, because of the clusterfuck, I thought that Sleepy Ed dude was really funny.
Sleepy Ed. What is he? Is he a hobo Orange Cassidy? I don't know Sleepy Ed.
He's what they wanted Windy Chu to be in NXT.
But he did it better.
So he comes out like dragging a pillow, and he's in his hair's all fucked up, and he's in like pajamas, and he gets in the ring and he just like lays down, and the crowd's like shh, and everyone shushes and everyone gets quiet. And then, like, after Sleepy Ed, this dude named Jimmy Townsend came out. It was him, Sam Osborne, Jack Osborne, Reese Maddox, Will Keatis, and Marty Lemons. I have no idea who that group is. But, like, when they're coming out, the announcer's like, Jimmy Townsend, man. And it was like, shh, and then, it worked. And then I think it was D'Lo Brown, of all people, just starts stomping him out. And everyone's like, boo, he's sleeping, boo.
Yeah, what's the D'Lo Brown of it all? Was he just the announcer for a lot of the shows, or just GCW?
Just some of the GCW, and then he was in the clusterfuck.
I mean, no, I'm not throwing shade at D'Lo Brown. He's one of the most underrated, if not the best European champion in that company's history, as well as a part of the Nation of Domination. Sleepy Ed, though, not very sleepy in his profile pic, but looks promising.
Yeah, it's promising. Like, it's not anything that was like good, but like.
But different, yeah. It's kind of like 10 years ago at Orange Cassidy, where we saw like, whoa, that's so crazy and different. Or Invisible Man, Invisible Stan, which of course, didn't we get a finale on that whole series?
Yeah. Seeing, like, I think it's because I only will see him like once a year or every other year, which makes it better. I don't know what happened here, but somebody named Kelly, Killer Kelly, was eliminated by Shaw, Sheik, and Shotzi after they ate her ass. I don't know what that means together, or what that means, but I wrote that down.
That's what you wrote in your notes?
Yeah, and then Shaw and Sheik both eliminated together, busting the brain by Invisible Man. Manders by the Invisible. Oh, yeah, Invisible Man came out and was kicking the shit out of everyone. Busta in the Brain went out. Thomas Shire went out. One called Manders. I was so mad at the Invisible Man. He was just bumping everybody out.
Please tell me, I didn't watch it, just because apparently Sandman's a weirdo. No, that in time, but tell me there was an Invisible Sand Man
No.
in the match. There wasn't?
No. All I
they should have played the music, and then you could just see like beer on a string, and it's like being shooken because there's no one there, but he's like doing the Sandman gimmick against his head.
So it was okay. So I wrote down for my rating. I don't know how to score this. It was amazing and the lowest form of dog shit wrestling at the same time. So like there was.
Was he sober at least a little bit?
No, he was chugging.
Like,
beers.
was it coherent?
I think he was coherent though. Yeah.
Okay,
But like he was doing it really well. But then like there'd be these weird like the zombie twins came out, like the ECW zombies, and that was stupid. And then like I can't remember some women wrestlers that like old came out. That was stupid. And then Mick Foley comes out in the middle of it and cuts a promo about how he used to hate the Sandman and now he respects him. And they had like a 5-minute. It was the weirdest fucking thing. But
wait, you mean All Elite Wrestling's Mick Foley?
Bang bang.
Which we'll touch back in a bit.
And then like and Sandman, of course, he lost, which was the way it should go.
Yeah.
He got rolled up. He got low blowed and then rolled up.
Did he leave
that's
his
what it was.
cans of beer in the ring?
No, he just kept drinking them. I think after he finished hugging Foley and Foley started leaving, he got low blown after the embrace and then rolled up and everyone was like, boo!
Fun.
But there was things
That's fun.
I didn't know they were doing. Like, I can't remember the people with him, but it was Sandman and like 2 people. And they're showing these skits in the build up to it. And they're like, all right, you ready? And there's a cart going through like a parking lot, and he's like, here, go. And they like charge their car and they try to hit, and they hit the not the shopping cart, but like the side of the shopping cart where like a person would be pushing it, and they're like, "Did we get him? Did we get him?" And Sandman's like, "He's not gonna make it to spring break." And then they get out of the car and they're like, "Is he here?" And then they see the cart still moving and they're like, "Shit, we didn't hit him with the car." And they like were doing all these skits to like try to like catch him.
Oh, that's fun. Okay,
So,
that's
like,
fun.
Every day I would have hated it, but like for the sake of what it was, I really enjoyed it. I know a lot of people hated it. I will say though,
I would have loved the vignette part of it more probably than the match.
Yeah.
That probably would have made the match more fun. I'm because I was like, has Sandman been like in other GCW events to lead to this? Like, how did they get to this match? And I'm happy that they filmed shit.
yeah, like he
And
was
then showed it to
all for it. Like there was one point, like he was doing some kind of an interview, and he starts getting attacked during the interview. I think it was like Invisible Man showed up, and he's getting his ass kicked, and the guy's like, "Oh my God, get security in here!" And he's like, and he's getting punched. Like he went the whole way with it. So like I give him kudos. Like he did as good as he could. I can say Hayabusa Atticus Kogar I thought was pretty good. They kept the hardcore to Kogar and not to Hayabusa, really. But I thought it was a good showing. He took that brain hemorrhage disgusting. I was like, whoa, Hayabusa, you don't need to be bumping like that for these people.
How do you rate Hayabusa so far in 2026?
As compared to Eiji Izaki, the original?
Just like, is the presentation there? Like, is he living up to the name, the myth, the character that is Hayabusa?
The way he looks, the aesthetics of his entrance, the execution of the signature moves, I think are almost like they're there.
Oh, nice.
It's kind of like somebody, who like cosplays like Jeff Hardy and they do all that shit perfectly and everything.
I mean, AEW. Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say Trill London.
I was gonna Nick Jackson.
Jeff Hardy wishes he was half the wrestler Nick Jackson was, but that's a different topic for another day.
Hey, who sold more? Actually, I don't know. Maybe the Jacksons have sold more buildings.
But it still seems like he can't put a full match together to get to that like have a big match of the night type. Like he does great when he's in there with like other guys, but I just think he needs more reps, and that's why I'm still trying to figure out how to get that base Neo app, because I really want to start watching the 01 stuff, man. I'm loving the direction Megumi Kudo has taken this company.
Since the yen is down, just sublease an apartment for like 6 months out in Gundam land or wherever.
Gundam land.
Raiguku. And just get the app, and then you'll have a place, and then just fly out there whenever you want. You're good.
That would rule.
That's
some of the greatest cities you ever had in your life. I will say that I agree with the consensus on this one, though. Effie and Alley Catch was awful.
Well, so how is that bad when they've teamed with each other and known each other for probably 10 years at least, and like this is a big blow off, and Alley Catch looks. I mean, obviously she came off from that horrific injury from the last New York GCW show, which takes a long time to heal from. Is that part of the reason why the match just didn't work, or is it just like were they Sandmaned?
Like they were doing like, I don't want to hit you. You're my friend. And then like Alley Catch is about to like pile drive Effie to win.
That's for the end of the match. That's what you got to do at the end.
Yeah, they were doing it like the whole time.
I love you. I'm sorry.
And then at the end, she goes to pile drive him, and she lets him go, and she just starts crying. I just can't do it to you. I can't make you leave the company. And then like they're trying to do more shit. And then the crowd at this point, the crowd's even like, okay, we get it. You're fuck off here. And then like Effie gets up and like instead pile drives her, and then she loses and is out of the company. It's like, okay, great. Like that sucked.
And then she got a no entrance on Collision, but hey, she's on Collision.
So I can't remember who had said it. Somebody said when they were doing like a prediction thing, they were like, I hope it ends in a double count out.
I don't mind Alley Catch, but again, that's a hard injury to come back from when you tear everything.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, like I said, I mean, I wish her nothing but the best, and hopefully when she's all elite, uh, or just getting reps anywhere, I hope it just works out for her. I enjoy her.
Thatcher and Charlie Dempsey from Bloodsport was good.
Last Bloodsport, by the way, for now. But I mean, does he just see the writing on the wall? Like,
I think it's
especially
just,
with there's not going to be a Mania weekend next year unless someone throws an event during that week. But the fuck's going to go to that?
I still think that Tony Khan should run a U.S. weekend, the weekend of
Yeah.
Mania, just to spite him. Mark Hitchcock was probably top to bottom, well, minus the top, my favorite match of the show, because if you get rid of the impromptu match that they did with a band like Darius and Ethan Allen, which I went 3 stars. Darius run with cool runnings, like it was a good little match, but they were waiting for, I think it was one of the AEW guys. I think it was.
Oh yeah, Gates of Agony, right?
Yeah, they like couldn't get to the building, so they threw in a Progress World title match just like as an impromptu. But if you get rid of that match and you get rid of the opener, which was awful, it was Heath Slater and Rhino defeating Hornswoggle and Thrasher from the Headbangers.
Well, that's stupid, but I like Rhino and Heath Slater back together, though.
It was
shout out
supposed to
Rhino.
be Mosh and Thrasher, but Mosh broke his arm or something, so he couldn't wrestle.
Oh, staring at all that cleavage.
He got bit by a beaver, but Hornswoggle took his spot. That match sucked. A star and a half. But every other match, there was 6 other matches. Every one of them I went notebook on. I didn't go anything higher than 4.5, which is still great. But like Kevin Knight, Mike Bailey, Michael Oku against The Demand was fantastic. Ricochet pins Oku after they did a Doomsday Spirit Gun.
Oh, interesting. You remember Oku was elite for like a day?
I know, it drives me nuts.
I was excited for that. And Ogogo is still in the fucking company?
Oku, I think it wrestled Darius on a show that was really fucking good. But Galeno Del Mal Bandito was really good. Blake Christian and Lee Johnson wrestled Flash Morgan Webster and Mark Andrews. If you remember them.
Yeah, I wanted to see that. Oh, yeah. I'm huge fans of them.
If they let Blake Christian and Shotty Lee Johnson wrestle the way they wrestled in this match as like the tops, the guys going over, holy shit, are they good? Like,
I am all team mod and all that, but yeah, like you said, unleash them, and they must have got good timing then.
Yeah, it was
for the match.
They did like a water wheel slam double foot stomp combo from the top onto Mark Andrews. It was gross. And then
Nice.
Mark Davis Masato Tanaka was great.
I watched that match for sure. It was nice and short.
Yeah, and once again, Davis is so gross with those pile drivers, and Tanaka, I still can't believe does what he does in his age. Like, he just doesn't age. And Toxin and Latigo, it was a 4-way tag. Toxin, Latigo, Joe Lando, and Danny Black from Progress, Starboy, Charlie, and the Starman from the original pro wrestling game, which was pretty entertaining.
Yeah.
Like, he would just, at one point something happened where he was stuck, so he just kept walking in the corner, and nobody could like fix him. And he was trying to like move, and he couldn't. And then Ben K and Hyah were the other team. That match rocked.
Nice.
So really good show on that Hitchcock. A lot of the other stuff was just kind of there. Like I said, man like Darius and Oku was good on the Progress show. I don't know. Like Paul Walter Hauser wrestled Big Damo. That was interesting.
I would have liked that. I enjoyed Paul Walter Hauser. That was for the Proteus Championship, right?
Mm-hmm. That's what it was. But the one thing I will say, and I urge everybody to watch this if you have Triller. Podare Mania is one of the worst wrestling shows of the entire year, if not decade, I think. My first 3 ratings are one of the worst matches I've ever seen, 1 3/4 and 1 1/4. Oof. It was not good. The 1 1/4 went to Nixie XS against Shazza McKenzie. And then the 1 3/4 went to Jazzy Wang and Toga versus Amira and Lil Mars. And then in literally one of the worst matches I've ever seen in my entire life. And I've watched this about 5 times now, and I still can't believe the timing that these people think they have. It was Maserati and Jocelyn Navarro taking on Sue Young and Leva Bates.
Oh, I remember you talking about that.
Oh my lord! So if you want some comedy, that's the good one to watch right there. But I mean, otherwise the rest of the kind of stuff like Gringo Locals was fun. MDK Fight Club was cool. It had Bear Bronson and Mr. Danger against Hayabusa and Masato Tanaka. That was fun.
Oh, fun, yeah.
Togo Joshi Pro had a good main event with the J-Rod Yuki Arai match was good.
Did Suri make her match, even though she was just in Japan in that wonderful triple threat, I believe? And then boarded a plane. Did you make that show?
I could have swore I saw Suri on one of these shows, but I'm not seeing her name. Damn, I really thought she had. I'm pulling up.
Was it the
page.
Stardom or the Tokyo Joshi Pro show?
It was the Marvelous show they did there. It was
Marvelous. That's right.
Mio Momono and Johnny Robbie, who really took. I think Johnny Robbie's going to be the next one to get some recognition. She's on the New American Gladiators show.
Okay.
With like all those wrestlers that are on it, and she actually looked pretty good in most of her matches. But yeah, they lost to Spark Rush, which was Sari and Takumi Iroha. And by the way, that match was on the 16th, which was the same day as Fortune Dream 11 with Chihiro Hashimoto, Sari, and Sai Kamatani.
Saya.
So she worked those 2 matches at the same day.
And she's like, I'm taking a month off before I enter the Owen.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Signer. I mean, Tony Khan.
Well,
Signer.
yeah. I mean, that's clearly what is it going to do.
She just turned 30. I mean, she's so young.
Get her out of here. She's washed up. Speaking of, well, not really washed up, but as you stated a little earlier, Masato Tanaka, how he is ageless. Unfortunately, age came to one wrestler known as Hiroshi Tenzan, saying he will retire officially on August 15th on the final match for the G1 Climax show on that day. Hiroshi Tenzan, of course, a plethora of championships and companies, whether it's All Japan, New Japan, NWA. But 3-4-time IWGP champ. You know, he's been tag champ a cajillion times. It seems like he's won a couple of G1 Climaxes. What are some of your favorite Tenzan memories? As he calls it quits.
Tenzan has had a fun career. It's crazy to think this dude worked a Starrcade pay-per-view against Randy Savage in 1995.
That's right.
He was like a 4-year pro at the time too. He was like 24 years old.
A look that made him stood out. You know, it was kind of like the blonde mullet. Mm-hmm. You know, with that like dark stripe in the middle. You know, so he definitely stood out from the rest of, well, as we call it, the granddads now, but of that era of New Japan.
I mean, you mentioned 4-time IWGP Heavyweight Champion. He's a 12-time tag champ, former NWA World Champion too. You know, a lot of people are always going to bring up his best singles match is probably that. I think it's February 25th of like 96 or something, 99 maybe. I can't remember the exact time it was. I think it was 03 because it was when he was IWGP champion, that or 04. But regardless, him and Kojima, their big title for title Triple Crown versus
nice
IWGP title match, which was great too. Spoiler alert for anybody who hasn't seen it, but you know, they're going the whole distance with it. Like it's going the whole way, and they're back and forth. They're going back and forth. Obviously, you know, it's you have the split because of the brand. It was at the New Japan show too. So like it was a home crowd for Tenzan, if you will, where Kojima would have been, you know, obviously the outsider, and you know they're 30 minutes remaining, 20 minutes remaining, yada, yada, everything's going like that. And then they literally do what I guess most people would remember it as from 2024, the FTR Jay White, who was Jay White with Juice Robinson, I think it was tag match, where the match was like 59, it was going to go Broadway, and then there was a finish in the final like 10 seconds. You remember that?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Kojima beats Tenzan by a knockout. He knocks him out with 11 seconds left in the match.
Yeah.
So everyone's expecting, title for title, it's going Broadway. Yep, it's literally going to go Broadway. And then Kojima wins the IWGP title, and he takes that bitch back to All Japan with him.
Now, is that how whatchamacallit, Tenkozy was formed essentially? Was after that, or?
I don't think they had started tagging yet, yeah.
So that must have been kind of a nice start to, their lore, their, kind of their battles there.
I lied. They had 2 reigns, one in 99 and one in 2000 to 2001. They had 430 days. Because I couldn't remember, because he's like a 5-time tag champ or 4-time tag champ with Chono.
Chono, yep.
I think he has almost as many as with Chono. And then he had this one rando one with Osamu Nishimura.
Wow. I
just couldn't remember if Kojima came later. So which is kind of cool anyway, because then it had the history with it too.
Who's his? Who do you think was the better tag, him and Chono or him and Kojima?
Fuck.
I mean, that's is it oranges? I mean, really, let's be real. It's a powerhouse city.
Man, Kojima probably. Because the Chono stuff was cool, but it was like, we're getting in with NWO Japan Chono, Team 2000 Chono, so it's not like early 90s Chono versus Muda when Chono was really, really, really could work. And I think Kojima was a better wrestler than Chono. Chono was just really cool. You see that dude and you're like, yeah, I gravitate towards that motherfucker.
He ain't taking Mudo's shit, that's for sure.
Yeah, Mudo jobbed in that match. Retirement my ass, you're tapping, kid. And Chono locked that STF on him.
Yes,
so he was like, I was like, hell yeah, break your shit. But Chono was great, man. But I think I'd go Kojima.
Nice.
But Tenzan is, I guess that's the end of him. And the last relevant Tenzan match I can remember was at some random like Hino Kuni match or something like that. One of those little rando type things. He wrestled the Great Okan. And it was like...
Wasn't that a stipulation match?
Yeah, if he lost, he couldn't do the chops anymore.
Yes. That was a really good fucking match, actually. I do remember that.
And I think that's like the last singles match I can think of that he was on.
Well, because he was like, his back was the issue from 2017 to till now. Essentially. So, he was in all the multi-mans or the Rambos or, whatnot. So, but yes, I do. It was like a February show, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. I'm trying to find it on Cage Match. It was.
Because I remember it was an early in the year and I was like, this match is could be on my match of the year, whatever year that it was.
Super fun for some reason, just out of nowhere. I think it helped.
Good story, old generation, new generation, kind of a lot of good parallels to them for sure.
And it helped that it was better. It had no business being that entertaining. I think it's the other thing I look at too. I think
that was second match of the show or something like that, but it still rocked. You're like, all right, let's do this.
I found Great Okan's. Let's see. Where the flip was this match? It's crazy how many times he's wrestled. I wonder if it was this. Maybe it was a singles match. Or maybe it was a tag match, actually. Maybe it was Okan and Cobb against Tenzan and Okada or something like that. I don't know. I can't find it on here, but I know it happened. I know for a fact that match happened. I thought.
No, it did. I remember it. But there's one little thing I have to ask you though.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think? Oh, I got the wrong night. Shout out Shota Umino, by the way. Oh no, I did the wrong thing again.
That's okay. I do that all the time.
No, isn't this it? Do you think Masatori Yasuda knew what he was getting into on night one of Wrestling Dantaku when him and Tomoaki Hanma took on Oscar and Yuto Ice in a brutal matchup? Apparently Yuto Ice was like, "You don't fuck with me, kid. I will make you a man. I will turn you from a young boy into my bitch." And Yasuda didn't back down. But Oscar, as he laughs in the corner, just let Yuto Ice do his thing as he knocks the kid out. You were like, watch this match? Because I was like, I'm just going to watch their match on night 2. They're like, no, you have to watch this match. And boy, howdy.
That shit rules.
Oscar, Yuto Ice, the Knockout Brothers, my tag team of the decade.
It's so tight. I don't care what anyone says.
Just because the progressive nature of the talent, and I would say this weekend, besides that, Oscar blew me away with how much he rocked in that, was it the co-main event of night 2, where they took on Shota Umino and Honma, where you're just like, what is happening here? Oscar is just like, he's nailing all the moves. He's looking good. And then I don't know if you do anything to beat these guys. I still think you got to let them run unless you find another hot team or you get a team, with a plethora of free agents out there. Do you let them just keep these belts until January 4th?
I mean, right now, they're one of the hottest acts in this company. I don't see any reason. Like, if you have Goto and Yoshihashi beat him, I'm going to be pissed.
Yeah, run until it dries, right?
Like, yeah, exactly. Like, there's so much more you can do with these guys. And I still think if you want to run it that long, which I'd be totally fine with, have them go undefeated in fucking World Tag League.
Mm-hmm.
Or have them lose by like a DQ or something, or have them lose to Shooter and Yamura, and then have them have those two guys go undefeated, and then have Knockout Bros lose that one, and then have them get DQ'd against another one-loss team, so that way you don't have to have the Knockout Bros in the final, but you've protected them the whole way, and then you could do Yumura and Umino against Knockout Brothers again, but at the Dome, and then you could pay it off, I think. But man, they're hot right now. Everything they touch it just works. It just fucking works.
I mean, where Ice gets them on the mic and just their chemistry just improves night after night. This is great of all the reps that they've been doing, kind of on all these shows over the last course of a year or two, and WWE is saying they're going to do more house shows this summer because the young talent needs reps. That's something you've been saying. Everybody's been saying. It's just common sense. You're not going to get better wrestling in front of 50 people at the Performance Center, every week. You're not going to get better doing hip toss class. You're going to get better by getting it with different crowds, feeling your way and seeing it out. And that's what these two have been doing. And I just, again, I use this word all the time with them. The progression is just masterful to see until when they do lose these titles, which hopefully won't be for a long, long time. That tag team better be, either a mega team or it just sucks. Gabe Kidd's hurt, and out for I'm not sure how long, but just And he, not that he wants to go back, to New Japan, as he states he's on the fuck New Japan train, as he was the fuck AEW in 2025. But New Japan dropped the ball and dropped a lot of money on the fucking table by not belting him up last year. That's for sure. But yeah, they're doing great. Callum Newman is doing, I think really good stuff as NWGP Heavyweight Championship, defeating Shingo Takagi, the guy who always is your first defense, but he's going to make you look fucking great. Newman, of course, has some issues with Will Ospreay, as he is now a never openweight 6-man tag champion.
Another great match.
Which they are just fucking doing. It's great to see United Empire back. It's great to see the Dissension, but Francesco Akira doing good stuff in the Battle of the Super Junior so far. Great opening match, on night one there. Main eventing, by the way. But this whole storyline, which integrated into All Elite Wrestling television a couple of times, which was fucking gnarly to see. As I stated many shows ago, which was probably only 2, but it was probably 2 months ago. I posed the question: do you wait for that match at the Dome, or do you do that in London for the IWGP title if you want to pull that trigger quicker than you should? But this is kind of the best stuff in New Japan. We've seen Aaron Wolf, Ryan.
Can I, before we jump to him, can I say something real quick on this train? I was going to say not only just United Empire, but I want to lump in for where I'm going with this with I can't think what the Death Riders. It's good to finally see somewhere where, like, because even Dragongate's slowly struggling, I feel a little bit with this. It's good to see some units that have some fucking momentum.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
It's the Shield Wyatt thing of bragging rights lore, where you knew it was coming, it was inevitable, and then it just was like, hey, in 3 weeks we're gonna do this match, so we got to do cool shit leading up to it, and then they deliver in Minneapolis, no less. It just had that vibe when you see them in suits, meaning the United Empire, in the parking lot against the Death Riders, and a truck comes in, and it's just the craziest shit. Windsor comes out, and it's just great to kind of see, like you said, these factions of, like, doesn't matter who wins, we all win, they win. Performing in the ring with this, and then they have that baller, the 8-on-8 match. It wasn't 8-on-8, but the Empire and Death Rider match, which I was kind of hoping for Double or Nothing, but obviously with scheduling and whatnot, it couldn't be, or even Forbidden Door. But I was happy we were able to get it on free television. Why am I complaining about it still? I don't know why, because I can watch it at any time on Max, thankfully. But yeah, this is just a lot of fun. They're finally picking up where it looks like Puro's been dropping it a little with the factions.
Do you do at Forbidden Door? Do you do Newman, Akira, Okan, Hanare, Jake Lee, and Jacob Austin Young against Moxley, Yuta, Claudio, Pac, Garcia, and Ospreay?
Ooh.
Do you? Because here's the thing: is 2 weeks before Forbidden Door is Dominion in Osaka Joe Hall. Who is to say they don't kick Ospreay out?
What do you do with those never titles then?
That's true. See, that's where I'm kind of like, about it. Because, so right now, and there's already 6 matches.
But why do you bring
Dominion.
them back? Why do you bring them back after kind of like without, with Ospreay, where like that's your thing?
Oh, it's definitely not going to happen because Knockout Brothers are defending the titles against Okan and Hanare at Dominion.
Jesus, they're just golden everyone out. It's going to be a baller match too.
Andrade defending against Drilla and Umino. Newman,
Yoda beltless.
Ren Narita, Aaron Wolf, Takeshita, Sonata. God, I was so mad he came back.
Too soon, man. Too soon.
Taichi and Uemura
With the
against
hood, no
Oiwa
less.
and Zack. Yeah, and another stupid fucking mask. Like, he's so annoying. God, I wish he would have just left. So here's gonna be my hot take that I kind of have, especially after watching some of these backstage like segments on these shows. This Jake Lee thing, I think, is working.
Yeah, he's doing all the talk shows and the clown gimmick.
Yeah, like
Perfect.
He's the jester or whatever, where he's like, ooh, and he's posing in the ring like a jester card, and him being like the fourth guy in a unit doesn't bother me as much as him coming out as Mr. Peanut with the GHC title on his waist. You know what I mean? Like, so
He's found his place. He gets it. He's
Yeah,
like, all right,
like-
just let me go in the background. People will be like, yeah, he's cool. And then he can strike whether it's lame or not. He'll still pull a Jake Lee. But yes, he's successful right now in this iteration.
so I like that. My other thing that is I'm going to be watching this with a little nerve.
What, Dominion?
Is there any
Because it's a shitty main event?
I think the main event will fuck.
Well, yeah, but like we've seen it like 4 times in a year.
Well, he never got his rematch. So
Wait for somewhere down the line. I don't need to see it again. It's your IWGP guidebook on how to book a new champion's title defenses. Like, what does that show you? Does All Japan have a thicker, stronger roster than New Japan at the moment? Is what you're saying?
no, and
More depth?
I don't think it's these. Okay, now to be fair here, Yota Tsuji and Callum Newman wrestled in the 2025 G1, and then the match that Newman beat him for the title. They have never had a singles match other than those. So they've they wrestled once in Rev Pro in 2022.
Yeah, that's the match we all remember.
So like, if you're gonna burn it, I guess you're burning it at Dominion, because I think you still got to see if Yota Tsuji and Callum Newman as a match can fill a building. I think you got to see. You've known that Tsuji has become was a draw. Like, he drew, like the tickets are up. Now put him in there as a proven person and see what Newman brings to the table. I think that's the reason they're doing it. And I think there's obviously two ways this can go. And I think
Does it hurt if he doesn't become champion again?
I don't think so, but I'm nervous they're going to put the belt back on him.
Oof. Why do you say that? Do they think Newman's going to jump? Which he probably will inevitably, but depending on how long his contract's left out.
No,
there,
I don't think he. And like, even Will Ospreay told me, he's like, take this as much as you can and enjoy the seasoning before you decide to.
Oh, good.
So like, he's giving him the same advice he did, like how he stayed there for 10 years or whatever. But
Yeah.
So here's the reason I say this is you look at Tetsuya Naito wins the title for the first time. He wins it at Sakura Genesis. I think it was Invasion Attack at the time, which is the same thing that he won it at, and then immediately lost it right away again back to Okada at Dominion. Held it for 70 days. Exact same length that this is. Tanahashi beat Kenny Omega for the world title only for 38 days because Kenny was leaving, and then they went up to Jay White. They tried Jay White. They literally did the same thing 2 shows, and then 54 days later, they put it back on Okada. So now we go into COVID, right? Naito finally gets his moment. He beats Okada, and they test the waters with the first-time champion Evil. He holds it for 48 days before it goes back on to Naito.
Oh God, they flip flopped, didn't they? Like 6 times that year.
No,
Didn't they wrestle in a baseball field in Minnesota?
that was the. I think that was when he won it back. Yeah, Evil only had 1 title run. Yeah, he only had 1 title run. Thank God. But a lot of these first-time Sonata obviously had a longer run, but I mean, I think everyone knew he was going to have a longer run.
Yeah, but 8 months.
Yeah, it was like 2. What was it? Let me see if I can find it here.
Too long.
8th to the Dome. April to the Dome.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was that dog shit match with Naito in the main event too.
That main event in the dome.
Yeah. Takeshita.
Did
First,
Naito win?
yes.
Is that the night one WrestleMania 42 of New Japan Wrestle Kingdom?
Yeah, because then he goes and loses it to Moxley in Chicago after that.
Yeah, we were there.
Takeshita wins the title, 83 days as first champ. Yota Tsuji wins the title, first time as champ, 90 days. So, like, I'm just nervous they're going to do what Gato always does. Like, all right, we tested Naito, let's put it back on Okada. You know, all right, we tested this, let's put it back on him. Okay, we tested Newman, he's over, let's put the belt back on Yota Tsuji. Like,
So whose fault is it? The booker or the wrestler where they're more known or better chasing the title than actually holding it?
I think it's
like
a wrestler. Okay, let me say both.
I'm not saying like in a negative way, but like it's your Danielsons, during that run, but then creative's throwing dog shit opponents at you.
Mm-hmm. Like Danielson's first run sucked.
Kane, you got the Kane treatment.
Well, as the one, even I guess that was the world heavyweight when he won it before, when he won it cashing in the briefcase against Mark Henry and Big
Then he get hurt, right?
And then he lost it to Sheamus in 9 seconds at Mania.
Oh, that Mania, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then you look at when he had a gimmick that he could build off of, and I'll say he was a heel, which Danielson's always better as a heel in my opinion. The Earth thing when he had Eric Rowan, that was his only title reign that was actually long. Because he's a better
the wood belt or whatever, or the paperless.
The hemp title or whatever.
Yeah.
But like that's where he's his best. That's why it worked with Santino, it worked with Kofi in those matches, is because he's so good, and then he beats you, and then he just talks about it. And there's nothing you can do. You're like, fuck, this guy's the best in the world. What do we, what do I do against this? So like, that to me is why some people I think don't succeed, is because they're fed dog shit, like you said. But I think some people are just better at clawing from behind. Like baby faces never seem to have great reigns that often. Like some of them have good ones.
That's true, yeah.
But like you remember, like you look at MJF. We remember the MJF reigns because he's such an asshole. The Darby one's great, but it's probably going to end on Sunday, and I think that's the right call. I don't think it needs to be any longer.
Agreed.
They've booked him.
But you're right. Like
perfectly.
Punk as a face champion, not memorable. When he's the heel champion, like it's some of the best work he's ever done.
My favorite run in the history of CM Punk is the Summer of Punk from Ring of Honor. He wins the world title from, I can't remember who it was, James Gibson, Austin Aries. I think he beat Aries. And he's like, you know what? It sucks for you because I'm leaving. And he signs his WWE contract on the title.
Yeah.
God, he was good, man. Oh. And he's just fucking taunting him. And he's like, it basically was what inspired the Money in the Bank thing that Vince took. Was literally the Summer of Punk. Now, the Money in the Bank thing was fantastic because the crowd was right. And that era still didn't suck fully. So, like, him and Cena was fantastic. But, like, if you watch the Summer of Punk on that, like, watch Ring of Honor or whatever the fuck, like, it's, because there wasn't, like, a way to always watch those. So, a lot of times you had to get the DVDs. Or you had to read on the website and stuff like that. Because there wasn't streaming, really, and shit like that yet. So, he wins this thing, signs his contract on it, and then he's gone. And you don't know what's going on. But then he keeps showing up to these shows and he keeps defending the title. And it's like 2004 or whatever. Like, this is unheard of. That a Ring of Honor guy signs to the WWE, but he's still the champion and he still keeps showing up to defend it, to laugh about. Like, you just didn't see that back then.
No.
But once again, like you said, it's a heel. That was heel Punk. Kofi Kingston was so great chasing it, but once he won it, that was one of the worst title reigns I've ever seen. Was it him? Maybe, but it was also booked really bad too.
Yeah. I would say that's more the booking and the disrespect because they, once they realize, oh, we took all the lightning in the bottles worth of money from all these fans that made this guy, and we'll run it for a month or two, and then we'll just have Brock Lesnar beat you on the SmackDown on Fox premiere in 24 seconds.
I don't think WWE has had a good babyface. I mean, if you take away Cody, whether people love him or hate him, he's a great babyface and he wears the belt well. He looks like a champion. Mm-hmm. I can't think of the last time there was a good babyface champion, like world champion. Because Roman had it for so long and he was a heel.
Tribal combat.
And even this, like, they got to make him look like a geek because they don't. I think it's because
Fatu's way more over than he is if you break it down. Let's be real, if not equal.
He's cooler and he's more. Yeah, like it's just. I think I don't know. It just this company, especially that company, but a lot of companies don't know how to book a babyface champion very well.
No. And apparently he's like hilarious, like in real life. Like apparently he just cuts everyone up backstage, but he just can't transcend that to the screen. I don't understand it.
Mm-hmm. It's you
don't have that many kids without a personality.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, agreed. Yeah, and like I think a lot of what helps. Too with AEW with their babyface champs is they keep the run short. Hangman. 2 great chases, nice little run, then they drop it off. Darby, one of the best television things they've done ever. One of the best. That whole episode, top to bottom.
Oh,
and he's doing everything exactly the way he is. He's fighting everybody. He's getting the shit kicked out of him. And eventually, the champ. It reminds me of, you remember Orange Cassidy when he would come out with more tape. But he fought like every single show.
He stole that shit from Go Shiozaki, let's be real.
Hell yeah. Yeah, the COVID Go Shiozaki run. That dude was the MVP of COVID.
Making me the mummy. Fuck yeah, man. You fucking stared at a dude for 32 minutes, and it was still one of the best matches of the day.
I'll never forget when Ironhead went to grab the water to spit out him, but it was hand sanitizer, and he drinks it.
Oh, yeah.
And then he just goes fucking does it again and then spits it out of him going back to oh man. And it's who had a good babyface title reign, I think, was Goto. I liked Goto's title reign.
Oh yeah. That's just because everyone has been clamoring it for 15 years, and then it happens, and you're like, all right, let's keep this good natured stuff going, Because you had the worry of oh shit, they're gonna take it off of him. He had 5 defenses, didn't he?
Yeah, I think so. He held it from New Beginning until
he had to go film Street Fighter. It's I'm gonna go make American money
the Tanahashi
out of this hero.
Yeah, he had 7. He had a defense against Tana. He beat Nagata. Yep. He beat David Finlay. He beat Umino at the show we were at. He beat Callum Newman. He beat Zack Sabre. Or he had that double pin with Zack Sabre in America. And then he beat Shingo at Dominion. And then he lost it to Zack at Tanahashi Jam. And then he went to go play E Honda.
Tanahashi Jam. Which Mortal Kombat 2, by the way, fucking rocked. I still sing its praises. How great of a video game. I think Street Fighter 2, or Street Fighter, I just always say Street Fighter 2. I think Street Fighter is going to play in that same metaverse of it all, and I think they have strong actors that's gonna make it work. But Mortal Kombat 2 is just a great story. Katana, a character who I've always enjoyed, whether it's playing or the lore, just really I thought took the screen, just even with her fights, her talks with her quote unquote sister guard or her dad, and all that. But it just all around, Baraka, just
love Baraka.
Good cameos, good explanations of what's happening in the lore, but in seconds, not dragging out in 10 minutes. It was all right, this is what's happening, boom, boom, boom. This guy's dead, but he's back, and now he's this character. Hey, you remember Lau in his hat? You're going to see one of the coolest death scenes in a fucking video game, if not movie.
That fight scene put a tear to my eye. I had
every background. The backgrounds, dude.
When they're fighting
backgrounds were perfect.
When and
The acid.
yeah, the way that the camera would rotate to show it like they're the start of the fight too, like it was the screen.
Yes,
And then it would zoom in after that. And shout out to Cole Young. The coolest he was in both movies was in the Shell Cod fight that he dies. So
Then
at least
he
went out looking cool for the first time in a movie and a half. Two perfect points I'll give you about that. When Johnny Cage gets to Outworld and he starts talking about that guy's got fire in his hands, what? And they go, yeah, we learned how to do these by training, and then they just moved on and never talked about it again, and it never seemed awkward. Like when Shiva or Sindel screams at the ground and they both go flying in that fight, that was incredible. Oh, this is beautiful. And if you notice,
how they explained that story, like, because it hit me, I was like, oh yeah, Katana, and Sindel, mother and daughter.
And
like,
you talk
I totally
about
forgot until the movie,
You talk about the rooms. I didn't even put that together until you said the rooms, and that word triggered this. But they were in the pit when that match was going on because of the spikes coming up. I didn't put that together at all until you said the rooms.
Oh, it was wonderful, yeah.
And the other thing is that I popped super hard for was Johnny Cage is getting the shit kicked out of him by Baraka. He's running like a bitch. He can't do anything. Baraka's going to rip his head off. And he goes, I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Like, I don't know why you guys want me here. And they're like, you're Johnny Cage, right? And he goes, yeah. He goes, I'm just an actor. And she goes, exactly. You're an actor, so fight like an actor. And then he started doing all like the corny shit from the video game. And then I was like, it's believable that he can fight now because he's just fighting like an actor, and that's what he's supposed to do. I was like, this is great. This is fucking like that. And it won perfect.
Baraka over as well.
Yeah.
So.
And I love Baraka.
The whole world, the family, the community, it was great. It was wonderful.
And I love how they made it like, you have to travel through this because it's, the Tarkana is so menacing. And they were at first, and then he's punched him in the nuts, and he's like, "You must teach me how to fight." Like, it was fucking great. It was. I'm so glad that even though I think they said it's probably going to break even. I think it had like this last weekend, it made more than they thought.
Honestly, I don't know if I need a Mortal Kombat 3.
I can't wait.
We had Scorpion Sub-Zero again. I think this is a good way to go out. I really, I was not a fan of the first one. I was like, I don't need a fucking origin movie for 2.5 hours on a murder video game. I played in bowling alley arcades at the age of 8.
Well, I mean, the third one already is green lit.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm fine, but like, what are you gonna do? I don't know anything past Mortal Kombat 3 of the video game.
There is so much cool shit they can do because of the new game.
Now is it the Underworld?
I don't know how they're gonna go. Like you got to figure there's. Like, I don't want to spoil it. It just came out, and I know there's people
that big bads.
I mean,
like in Mortal Kombat.
There's still Shang Tsung is still there.
Yeah, that was cool. I liked how he was spinning the wheels.
Quan Chi's still there. You could bring in other like Rain never has been in there. They haven't done anything with Cyrax and Sector. You could bring in Shiva.
Smoke.
You could. I mean, they kind of. Well, Smoke was in this one because
he was in this one. Yeah.
Yeah. But like.
But the helmet Smoke.
Are you gonna go? Is Stryker gonna be in it? Is Cabal gonna be in it?
Cabal, yes.
And if you start going to the new games, there's the Time Oracle woman who's badass. There's this other guy that's like. There's a lot of stuff that they could still do.
Oh, nice.
And I think if you don't push it, you do one more that's kind of like the Avenger type thing with everybody after the first one, and you just kind of do one more gimmick. You could have Motaro in there. You could resurrect Goro. You could have Kintaro. You could have Shiva. I mean, there's still a lot. I mean, they literally told you that they're just gonna bring people back from the dead to fucking fight people.
Yeah.
So hell yeah, like.
I would love to see a Goro of like a 2029 Goro. That would be kind of fucking cool.
There's still like
a big Godzilla.
Oh, that would be crazy.
Now you're just making up characters, but
Fujin's got the white hair. He's the monk, the wind god. Fujin, the wind god. They could bring in Kenshi.
That's a Wu-Tang lyric. It's a member of Wu-Tang.
Oh yeah. So no, I'm with you, man. Oh, I left that movie theater and so happy.
I was afraid because when I was like, "You need to see this fucking movie," I would buy your ticket. I was like, "That fucking rocked," and I was like, "Oh no! Like, why are the reviews so weird or in the middle?" Like, it was just a great. I think the best video game movie. I'm trying to think of others, but it's easily in the top three where
Oh
it's like
yeah.
from top to bottom, like just fantastic. Um, but yeah, I
It's
think
way
Street
better
Fighter is going
than
to be good as well.
Double Dragon. That one sucked.
Oh God,
Did you ever
yeah.
see
Well,
Double
which one?
Dragon with Scott Wolf from
With
Party of
Alyssa
Five?
Milano? Yeah.
Yeah, and
And the guy from
Mark Dacascos.
the Chef show, Iron Chef.
Oh, I thought it was the dude from the Banana Way. That movie, Only the Strong. Banana Way.
Oh yeah, no, it's the same guy.
Yeah, then he was in John Wick, but he was bald.
Yeah, and he was Iron Chef guy.
Yeah, Mark Dacascos. So I was like, I love Mark Dacascos.
Pizza door. Nice. One of the best clips from the soup ever. R.I.P. Also, go see Obsession. Audience of two. One of the best horror movies of. I mean, it's hard to say that, but I would say probably easily top 5 of the last 25 years.
Is that the one where she's driving the
10
car and the person ends up in the car and screams at you on the commercial?
That was Weapons, but no.
No, not Weapons. That's the one where the kids run like anime characters.
Oh my god! I'm never gonna watch that movie the same again.
Yeah, that's what
I gotta watch it with like anime music. Oh my god!
I was really high when I watched it because I was too scared to watch it. And then when I watched it, they started running like anime characters. I started giggling, and then I got really into it because I wasn't a pussy anymore. I was like, they're just running like Naruto characters.
Yes, there was many scenes in a car. One great scene in a car. No, just Indy Navarrete, I believe her name is, the new Scream Queen of horror. This movie was made under $1 million. Passenger is going to be really good as well. That comes out this weekend.
That's what I meant. Sorry.
And then Backrooms comes out, I think, the week after. So just horror after horror after horror. Where in October, I think there's like one legitimate horror movie coming out, but we have 4 in May. Make sense. But it's a good time.
Is that the movie that's based off that game?
Yes, which I don't know what the game is.
So it's like a game where you have to go through, you have to like run and get through these corridors in like a certain amount of time because you're getting chased or something, or or something like that. But like if you go the wrong way or something, but they always change, so you never know like if there's gonna be something there to kill you or something.
Jesus, sounds crazy, but I don't want to know anymore because I'm going in blind. I've not even watched a trailer. I just know it's going to be awesome. And all these people are like 22, so it's even crazier. But what's also crazy, Ryan, little WWE releases again. Kairi Sane, The New Day, Kofi, Sans Kingston, and not Apollo Crews. He also got released. Xavier Woods, Austin Creed. Thank you, Austin Creed. The big chatter, of course, was we're finally going to get the Elites taking on FKA, The New Day.
They got to do
just
that
a matter of time.
Wembley,
When the 90 days are over, like they're going to be signed to like $5 million a year contracts, right?
I don't know how much they'll get paid, but they're definitely gonna go. And you know what I think is good too? I think Xavier Woods could help Kenny with that video game shit that he's trying to do with the company.
Oh yeah, I mean, or we can get a lot. We could just get them together, and it's just going to be really cool. The synergy, yes, as you stated, that they can create. I don't want them to do the pancake stuff, but whatever they can sell for merch, I think they're going to sell it regardless.
I think they're going to be more serious.
As they should be.
I get, because I don't think they're going to bring out the fucking trombones and shit like that.
Yeah.
So it's got to be like June or July. So, oh man, what if they showed up at Forbidden Door?
I was about to say, like, if it's Forbidden Door, because that's the end of June, but I think I heard July, April, May, June. Yeah, I think it's July. They might show up because All In is what? August. The end of August. Yeah.
But I think you have to do that now. I think because like I had said to you originally, my thought was it'd be Edge and Christian, the Young Bucks and FTR and a TLC. I thought they were going to try to recreate that at Wembley, but I really think if you can bring in the New Day, that overrides it.
So the winner of the Owen Hart Cup, I forgot, gets the title shot at All In.
That's where I think it's going to be Ospreay. And then he'll get
So
MJF.
Ospreay's gonna beat Swerve in the final at San Jose. That's gonna be nuts.
Yeah, and it's gonna be fucking like the asshole Swerve like we got at Roy Wilkins against Kenny.
Who's the women's champion? Tekla?
Tekla, yeah.
So it's gonna be Suri and Tekla. It's gonna be
God.
Hondo
If that really happens.
versus what was Suri's gimmick?
She's
The Nighthawks, the Redbirds.
The Redbirds. Was she? Well, Suri wasn't in Stardom.
What? I watched all the matches on Stardom World with Suri.
Was it? I thought they were on Wrestle Universe.
I think you're right. Son of a bitch.
She's the sun god, if that counts.
Whoa, she was a god of my son. What? Yeah, but we're gonna get that match at Wembley. How about that?
Holy shit! Somebody named Ball and Brood on Cage Match. So everyone's giving her like 10, 10, 10, 10, 3. 3. Good wrestler and unquestionable greatness, but disappointing runs in the biggest places of her career and limited character work and diversity holds her back. Are you fucking mental? Sorry, that guy needed to get outed on the air. What a fucking dope.
So I thought Windsor was she could still win. Oh my god, Windsor's gonna beat Suri. When we should really get Suri and Tekla. They're gonna give Windsor the title, and then they're gonna give Ospreay the title, and then they're gonna hug at the end of All In.
And then they're gonna bowl.
Ew. Copeland will be there if he doesn't get hurt.
Speaking of sorry, I didn't realize that Marvelous had their 10th anniversary show last week or 2 weeks ago.
Did she show up with that neck?
She wrestled Takumi Aroha for the title.
Oh.
Aroha's the champ. Nightshade, whoever the fuck that is, and Nyla Rose wrestled Maria and Rico Kawahara, my tag team, Magenta.
Ooh.
Which is a really weird match. Miyu Yamashita worked against Senka Akatsuki. She's the young chick who worked Chris Hero. That's supposedly like the match of the weekend at WrestleMania weekend. I still haven't seen it. But the opener, Starboy Charlie, who you just mentioned.
Yeah.
This is now on Marvelous, which is an all-women's company. Starboy Charlie defends the WWE ID title against Titus Alexander.
What?
And then the next match is a mixed tag match, but they apparently aren't in on the joke because it was Vinny Massaro and Miko Alana. Titus Alexander decided he wanted to work again because he tags with Shin Sakura Hirota. Alan Angles and Ray Lynn, and then Renee Michelle, the Drake Maverick's wife, and Yosuke Santa Maria. But Santa Maria, I guess they considered the guy, even though that's not what the gimmick is. So if I would have started watching this show, I would have known what the fuck is going on if I thought I was watching a Marvelous show. But then they run through with Yamashita's on there. Mayu Iwatani worked the show. Aroha and Sari tag singles match for the title. They drew 3,500 people to the Yokohama Buntai for a Marvelous show. 3,500.
Do you know the severity of Iwatani's injury? She had to vacate the GHC Women's Championship.
No. I didn't know she did.
Yeah, it's Stardom or Marigold. Rossi apparently said we're in good shape. We have some injuries, but we'll get back there. Yamashita.
Oh, she dropped it 2 days ago. What? I can't tell. So she had the title. She lost it 2 days. Oh, she vacated it 2 days ago. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because I thought I saw something that it was like Magic Monday finale. She wrestled Great Sakura. I was like, what? No, that didn't happen. Or that like she didn't lose the title to her.
And that's crazy that Marvelous has a relationship to WWE, which is awesome. But what do you think of Stardom's new relationship with MLW?
Wait, okay, hold on. Let's go to that in a second. If they have ties to WWE through Noah and Wrestle Universe, does that mean that there's a chance that we could get Dan Shoko Dino in WWE because he's on
I
Wrestle
hope
Universe?
So. Him and Hendry.
Could you imagine Obafemi does
like
the Hendry challenge?
Hendry plays his music and then Dino just dances provocatively.
Then Dino goes out and starts making out with Michael Cole and Wade Barrett.
Oh my God!
Barrett shoves him and he's like, "I'm sorry, I'm afraid I've got some bad news for you, Dino."
Thank God AJ Styles retired then if that ever came true.
AJ's like, "I ain't coming to the show that night." That man kisses me, I'm gonna hit him.
Bleep.
Yeah. You know what I do to people like you?
The fuck's a pheromone? I'm gonna call him a pheromone.
Yeah. Who in the hell is Yuji Hino? Man, is nasty.
Is he gonna beat Obafemi?
That'd be crazy.
Oh yeah, Brock Lesnar not retired. What do you think about that?
I thought that fucking ruled. If these two guys are gonna just do what him and Goldberg did, sign me up. 5 minute just the hoss fights. That's great.
Longer than Carano.
And more entertaining. I love how he hit him with 4 of those things. I watched the clip of it, and like you can tell Lesnar's handprint is all over this. Him and Heyman, and my goodness, did they make like once again? This is why I gave it a notebook on Mania. They made him look so strong because every time he took one, he got right up. Then he took the next one, he slowly got up. Then he took the third one, he had to crawl to the ropes to get up. Or that was the second one. The third one, he had to crawl to him to get up. And then he just picked him up and gave him another one, the fourth one. And then he finally didn't get up. And then Lesnar sat down because he split his pants again.
I really hope those two share a bottle of Cavassier one night and just shoot the shit. And
yeah.
He teaches him the ins and outs of the business. He's like, all right, kid, I'm going to make you the black me for the next 10 years.
I'm going to teach you how to make a lot of fucking money, kid.
Yeah. And as he should. I'm going to get you a sable.
Like oh man, it was good. And then it was funny too on the clip right before it ended. Some kid goes, "Man, you ripped your pants, Brock," and he goes, "I don't give a fuck."
I don't give a fuck.
I laughed so hard. Oh man, there's that giant list of names you had mentioned that all got like a ton of people got released, and then obviously New Day quit, like we said. Is there any if you really look at these names, is there anybody you want to see make TV somewhere else?
Who, Jackson Riker?
Wasn't he cut 3 years ago?
I hope he was cut never.
I would like to see the Machine Guns go where they should have went this whole time, and that's it.
No, yeah. But they're not going to sign him because they're going to say you disrespected us by not coming 3 years ago.
Yeah, and you know what else hurts them too? Now it looks like they're just picking up the scraps.
No, I'm just kidding. They're going to sign. It's going to be a 4-way at All In, bro.
Dude.
Motor City Machine Guns, Kofi and Woods or Creed, Young Bucks and FTR. Not in a ladder match.
God.
But in a chamber match.
Oh no.
No, I'm kidding. It's a Cell in a Hell match or wherever they're at. A bloke in a station.
A four corner survival where it's elimination rules.
That would be fucking awesome. Aleister Black, Zelina Vega got cut. Aleister Black, after talking all that shit, unlike Andrade, looking like he might not have a job. Zelina Vega maybe should. There's weird rumors. They're not on credible wrestling sites, if that's such a thing. Or didn't come from Sean Ross Sapp, let's just say, or Dave Meltzer. or Denise Villas. She's awesome though. But I apologize. I'm Hispanic as well. But unlike, I don't know. I think you're right. I think Zoe Stark has great potential. My only issue with all these cuts is a third of these people were injured. We're coming off a very fucking severe injury. Why at 6 you can go? I was fine with that. When they cut, the only one I liked out of that group was Nikki Cross. And when they cut her, I was like, just cut all of them. You don't need them. And then I shit you not, after I texted you that, 5 minutes later, they were all gone. But yeah, Machine Guns, I think, has to go to AEW. If they do the indie shit, it'll be cool. Just go make your money. Go have fun. Teach. They should be teaching the Minneapolis crew, the brothers. I can't think of their name.
Oh, the Martins?
They're actually brothers. Yes, Martins. Thank you. Sounded bad. They're brothers. But yeah, no, I think they're gonna go there. Kairi Sane, people are clamoring for her. I don't know. She essentially needs to make the jump. She already has her own business apparently out in Japan. I think she just wants to go home and chill. There's rumors of Asuka apparently coming off of a really good Backlash pay-per-view I didn't watch. Her and Io had their blow off Asuka, and apparently rumored that she will be leaving next. But I think Zoe Starks has potential in AEW.
Yeah, she's good. She can work.
Get her with Marina Shafir as a tandem.
Oh yeah.
Fucking sign me up on that, because Zoe could just be the wrestler. And then, as crazy as this sounds, Shafir could just go on the mic and just call us pussies all day. Because they could legit, those two could probably beat the shit out of us. Shout out to Andre Chase, though. Been in the gimmick for 10 years. Had a pretty successful, 1 or 2 years, or it seemed like it because it's NXT. But with the Chase U thing, that got over. That really got over. With the 50 people or not, that shit was over on the internet, and it worked. Dante Chen, the first, I believe, Chinese wrestler in WWE.
Maybe, yeah, because he's been there for a while too.
Yeah, but the big one, True London, we hardly knew ye. But that's still the fucking coldest name.
He's the one I said earlier that is the Jeff Hardy copycat.
Oh, gotcha. Well, fuck you. You're going to be in TNA.
My favorite Andre Chase moment was in 2013 when him and
the Bravados.
Yeah, when they were the United Gate champions in Dragongate USA. I thought they had some
WWE connection.
Really fun tag matches. Him and Lancelot Bravado.
Aleister Black, does he wrestle ever again for a big company? That's not TNA.
He's going to TNA or MLW, I bet. I mean, look.
You mean MLW with MLW Fusion coming back finally Saturday, May 30th?
Did you you mentioned Aleister Black too. Did you see what MJF said about him?
What, fuck that guy?
So he said everyone was ready to fucking rock and roll, and everybody wants to put on the best show possible. People had to get weeded out. He said, you want me to say a name, the biggest offender? I think it's pretty obvious that that's Malachi Black. I don't know the guy on a personal level. Do I think he's a bad guy? No. Do I think he was a mark for wanting to have his I need my Mania moment? Yeah. And there were a couple of guys like that, and they got weeded out. He said, and then they went over there, and some of them found out that the grass isn't greener. And perhaps some of them did. Some of them, for them, the grass was greener. But I'd say a majority of the guys that were like, I'm just going to use AEW to go to WWE or go back to WWE, I think you're going to see a lot of those guys ask for a 50% pay cut from the office. You're going to see a lot of those guys get fired or get released. And it's unfortunate because if you show up to our company and you work hard, there's really no need to burn bridges. I'm not shitting on him. I'm just simply telling you what I was told by a majority of the locker room about the specific individual. And the one thing I always said too is when those releases happen, somebody was like, "Oh, Malachi Black is going back to AEW," and
Well, who would want that though? What did he do? He kicked Cody Rhodes. He won the TNT title. That was cool. That was it.
Yeah. Sean Dean, who's like one of like the talent relation guys now. He responded to the guy's tweet with
The captain.
Captain Sean Dean. He literally just responded with no. Just nothing else. Just 2 letters. That's not gonna happen. And I think we're seeing.
Do you sign Zelina Vega though? She could work.
Nah. She goes on that roster, she's getting lost.
But she could be the Brie Bella of AEW.
I don't like. She had a good match with Julia, which it took Julia half the match to get her going. On that pre-SummerSlam match, which the final stretch was great. She's no better than Sky Blue and Julia Hart, I don't think.
If Julia, again, rumored to be cut since she hasn't been used, which is fucking crazy, and she dyed her hair back, Donna Del Mundo.
Hell yeah.
Does she go to Marvelous then to make a point? Because she doesn't stay stateside.
I mean, I think like, and I know this we've said this 100 times, and I've said it, but like, I think Tony Khan would be stupid to not try to get her to come over.
But everyone can't go there. You need your Jamie Hayter.
But get rid of Hikaru Shida. She stinks now.
Yeah, I mean, she's trying. She is trying. I will say it's the most character because it's the most I've ever heard her talk in the 7 years she's been with this company. But I like what she's doing, and she's like the asshole, like, I'm gonna stab you in the back, type of character. And I'm like, all right, like it's different, but it's a little too late, unfortunately, with the, stop and goes. It seems like her career has had.
She's in that spot right now that we said about like people like Paige and AJ Lee. Is she looked good when there wasn't talent really around her, but now that there's a lot of talent, she's really starting to show that she wasn't as good as we thought. Ooh. Or she's just, it's been 7 years and she's just getting beat up, and it's just, she's regressing, Yeah. But
she's too busy doing cool stuff on Instagram, and that's not even a knock. She does really cool shit. Cosplay wise and all that.
I think if you could bring in Zoe Stark and Julia,
what if they tag teamed?
That'd be tight.
Yeah, but then how does Stardom then have a relationship with MLW and AEW?
Probably because I don't think MLW and AEW are on bad terms.
But then AEW is majority all ex-Stardom wrestlers, including Sari.
Yeah.
Speaking of Carl Sheet, yes.
Oh, sorry.
Uh-huh. Go ahead.
You've had Sari there. Have her and Julia redo Alto Lavello Cabaliwan and add another tag team to that tag division that could use it.
Wait, was that the guy who ran Choco Pro?
No, that's Balian Aki and Emi Sakura.
Jesus. That's Sakura's company. Why don't we get that guy in AEW, man?
Balian Aki? He's too busy doing American commentary for DDT. Mao.
That's who's doing that? Okay. Nice.
By the way, Mao, King of DDT Final Four, won his. Is
he going to win that title final?
Man, I hope, man. It's going to be him. I think it's him and Dino in the semifinal.
Remember him, that PWI that my brother-in-law had that texted you all those pictures and cool articles they had on like Puro and Joshi? Like a 6-page article on Kamatani. Then a random picture of Mao playing bass in his like punk band. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, this is the greatest PWI issue ever, and I'm going to steal it, Aaron. I'm going to steal it the next time I'm over.
Mao's great. I remember the New York WrestleMania weekend, he found a toilet in the alley, and he autographed it and was selling it for $20.
I would have bought that.
I will say one thing, not to go back to it, that I'll jump off it and let you get back to it before I cut you off with Alto Lavello Cabaliwan. Backlash literally did have the second worst match I've ever seen this year next to that other tag match.
Don't say the tag match. Don't say the tag
Oh my
match.
God, when the mystery guy was a mini. Oh my Lord. I was like,
That's what he's here to do. That's what he's here to do.
And there was a moment where Kit Wilson and the midget were having a great match.
Hey, we can call him a midget, guys. They want you to call them midgets.
Mm-hmm, that's why it's
Michael
midget
Cole
wrestling.
said it.
And so then he monkey flips him into this box. This is the problem too. There's a box that's called a copy machine, and like it's shaking and lights are flickering.
Were there more mini Danhausen?
Yeah, then like 6 of them come running out and attacking Kit Wilson. I was like, "Fuck off!
That's
this
cool.
is stupid."
Nope, I love it. That's what he's supposed to do. You know what else he's doing? He is cursing the Cavs and getting the Knicks their first trip back to the NBA Finals since they lost to the Houston Rockets many moons ago.
I thought with him going to this company, I wouldn't have to see him more, but I see him more than I did when he was in AEW.
You remember people said he had the worst debut in Chicago as he got booed in his hometown, and then like literally after that night, I forgot which WrestlePalooza that was on. He's been the biggest merch seller. The guy was on every fucking platform, national media, this and that. Like this guy's like everywhere now, and I enjoy it. And I loved his Svengoolie love. Him and the Cornette thing where they did the cameo like many years. I think it was during COVID. But what endeared me to him was he was on Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend, their first spinoff show, Conan O'Brien Needs a Fan. And it was like an interview with Danhausen. He was still indy. So this is like 2022, I think. And you got to learn a little bit more. And I'm like, oh, this guy's a Simpsons nerd. I'm a Simpsons nerd. Oh, this guy's from this area. I know that area. And then how he was a big Conan fan. I'm like, yeah, I was that weird 9-year-old watching Conan O'Brien late nights. So I was like, okay, I dig this guy as a human. And you do you, boo. And that's how I feel on that tag match. I didn't see it. I will never watch it. But it's what the fans want. It's your comedy thing. And, hey, if you get the Knicks, my third favorite team in all of basketball history, if you can get me in the NBA Finals at the Garden, fucking sign me up. If you get me Wemby versus Cat. Well, maybe not Cat.
Cat's gonna get destroyed.
Wemby versus all of the Knicks and all their celebrities.
Jalen Brunson.
Sign me up. Sign me up.
I saw a thing where Victor Wembanyama was at a mug temple, like training Shaolin Kung Fu.
Is that why he elbowed Reed?
Yeah, he was having flashbacks to his kata. This is super random, and I know it fits with Hodge Podge. I was trying when I was trying to find those MJF things or that MJF quotes. The article on the click to go to next said Vince McMahon wanted to give Kane a 3-foot-long penis. So
what?
So this dude is on White Ting's show, and he says. I get a call from Gregory Dark, the director. He says, we've got a little problem here. I said, what's the problem? He goes, Vince has a suggestion about the movie. I said, well, it's his movie. He goes, Vince wants this scene in the movie where Kane's character pulls out his penis and he wants it to be 3 feet long. I said, Greg, can you just back up and repeat the last line for me? He goes, yes, Vince wants Kane's penis to be 3 feet long. And none of the producers are saying anything about it. So I sat there and thought, oh, this is not good. This is really not good. In the right movie, that's genius. Absolutely brilliant, but not this movie. And it was supposed to be an exaggerated anatomical feature and even wanted it shown on camera.
Oh, my God.
So
that's how he saw himself, man. He thought he was Terry Bollea.
It said he jerked off in front of the person in a cage. Just the weirdest thing ever. Anyway,
He's gonna spew.
I don't care about Chris Island and Malik Blade and Luca Crucifino and Serena Linton. All these people from the LFG
What the fuck
show.
are you talking about?
They're all these LFG people,
we're still talking about that. Gotcha.
Yeah. So the only other one I was going to bring up was, what about Santos Escobar? I feel he is really good.
Oh, you mean the guy who played The Office and saying I'm going to AEW and saying nope, AEW, I'm going to go back to them and I'm going to wear a leather coat. I'm going to have Mark Calloway size me up and say you are the man.
I'm going to have a bike.
I'm going to lend you one of my bikes because I believe in you, Santos Escobar. I watched Lucha Underground on Netflix one time with my ex-wife Sarah, but
that's when I had her name tattooed on my neck.
I'm gonna make you So really, Undertaker, are you pissed? I mean, and Escobar was hurt. He was hurt in a fucking AAA ring. They're trying to make him the guy by their guy, Mark Calloway, and he's putting all this juice on him. He's giving him a fucking motorcycle. And then nope.
I like how that's
You're done.
Juice on him. He came out.
AEW though, no, he's not gonna go back. He's gonna go to CMLL, and he'll be fine.
Oh, he should go there and bring back King Cuerno.
Yeah.
Or is he the centerpiece of this Lucha Underground revival?
Oh no, God no. That'll be cool for 4 weeks. It's called AEW.
Man.
It's called AEW. We got Beast Mortos for God's sakes.
Man, I love me some Lucha Underground. Can't lie. That was a fun, but that was so long ago too. And the matches were so good. AR Fox and Swerve.
Oh yeah, Swerve. Yeah, kill shot.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck yeah. Fucking 3 Asians versus 1 guy.
Brody
all those
Lee.
Asian Joshis were all WWE Women's Champions.
Hell yeah, that match fucked with It was all the Triple Tails, I think it was. Mayu, Kyrie, and Io and Penta beat their ass. Penta even got a really good match on Chelsea Green. Not saying she's bad, but she had a really good match with him.
Does she go through that table and bust her ass bone?
Yeah, she got her ass beat.
Speaking of ass beat, Double or Nothing coming for. Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry. No, sorry. Oh, we can go to that route. I was going to transition to the Golden Coliseum, but we can go to Double or Nothing.
Yeah, no time, sir. We got 19 minutes, so Double or Nothing.
Does Apollo Crews go back? Let me just ask you that.
Oh, back to Dragongate. I don't think it'll mean anything.
Yeah, damn.
That was 13 years ago.
Fuck.
I mean, you can still get the shirt on Pro Wrestling Tees, but other than that, I don't think you. No, I think you run the Indies. I think you sign with TNA and you become an internet champion or whatever the fuck they do over there. I like Apollo Crews. I mean, that would be dope if he was the 3rd guy in the Hurt Syndicate. I would not be against that whatsoever.
That's actually kind of 2015.
Because if Cedric's gonna be like, Cedric's gonna be like, I'm gonna stay in TNA and win the light at TNA.
You know that's why they belted him up too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna beat Leon Slater for some reason.
Which is stupid. What? And he's not even on TV now. God. So his last match was he lost a title, opened the Dreamgate match against BB Hulk in March 1st of 2015 was his last match.
Yeah, if it's not part of the Syndicate, I don't care. I think he just fades away on AEW Dark.
Syndicate's good because he's got a huge ass upper body like them. He looks good. His last match was on Main Event against losing to Mr. Iguana.
Oh my god.
Yeah. What a way to get told to fuck off from that company. Yes, Double or Nothing. Sorry, now that I got my little things out that I wanted.
No, I like it. I like it. Back to Dragongate. We Golden Coliseum, the 8-man cage match, 5-man. Yeah, 6-man.
6. 2 from each unit.
3 and 3, 2 from each group. There was
three,
same faction.
You're right. Yeah.
It was different this year. It was a little weird, Very good match, though, but I think a couple of the matches on the undercard I enjoyed, especially that tag match, more so than the main event. Of course, Shun Skywalker kept his mask.
Yeah, tag match.
And
That's
yeah, just...
I thought the cage was fine. It was cool, but I didn't get a lot of it. My question was that one. Susumu Yokosuka and Kagetora. Holy shit. Are they still good? Like, really, really good?
What's higher than really, really good?
What Jackie Kame and Rita are, who might be the best team. I think they might be having a better year than the only team better than the FTR, the Knockout Bros. Yep.
Okay.
I think they might be number one, man. Because when did we ever think Mina Rita was going to be one of the most important things in this company? Like, so that was.
I think he did. when he got rid of the gimmicks, honestly.
Tanaka beat UT. I think he's probably going to wrestle Dragon Kid at Kobe World to break the record.
The Ageless Wonder.
But my question is, this is literally going on my match of the year list. And I had said to you have to watch this because I'm not going to spoil the finish, but you have to watch this. Did you watch Jiro Shimbashi and Jungle Kiona?
Oh my God! Did I watch that?
He's the office guy who gives out the business cards, and she came out as the secretary. Oh my God!
No, I didn't see that. No, I did not. And you know how much I love that guy.
Oh my God! She's coming out as the secretary, and she's got like the skirt on, and she's carrying papers, and she's throwing the papers behind her head like I do whatever I want in the office. And she's got little Mochizuki and Ryu Fuda have like unbuttoned long sleeve like dress shirts and jeans on, and they're like her assistants, and they're picking up all the paper behind her and shit, and their hair's all slicked back like they're like model people. And so then her and Shimbashi both exchange cards, and then the phone goes off like always, and Jiro's like, hold on, and he's answering the phone and nobody's there. Well, it was actually Jungle Kiona's phone who was ringing because she's talking directly to the boss. And we find out that they both work at the same building, but they've never met each other. So she's telling the boss, like, don't worry, this guy's a punk. I'm going to put him down. No problem. So typical hijinks that he always does, like the rope walk. And he actually made it all the way across the rope, and he got a standing ovation for it. He's breaking up the submission with the umbrella. So it was like a normal 3-star match. It was fun. But the reason I bumped it up to the full 5 is the finish of the match. Jiro Shimbashi, he's embarrassed and he's pissed, and he rips his shirt off, and he has that like chest hair, and he's always doing those like high cross bodies at you and stuff. So he rips the shirt off and he's hulking up, and she screams bloody murder. And he's like, what? And Yagi, the referee, starts waving his hand. He's like, no, you can't do that shit. And he DQs him. He loses because since they're employees, she said that was sexual harassment.
Shut up.
So Jungle Kiona via sexual harassment won the match. I have never in my life laughed so fucking hard at a wrestling match.
I can't believe they actually went there.
Yeah, he's because they're in the same building, so technically they're employees. You can't do that stuff. And the referee's looking at him with that like disgusted parent face, like, "What the hell is wrong with you?" And he's like shaking his hands at him like Red Shoes does. And he's like, "I'm sorry, I didn't think about it. I didn't mean to." And he's trying to cover back up, and she's screaming in the corner. Like it was. I have never laughed so hard. It's like a 5-minute match. It's so good.
That's funny.
And
I've liked all his other matches.
Like go out of your way with it, but that's all I want. That's good enough for Golden Coliseum for me.
So what was the question you were going to pose? You said Jay, famous English commentator for Dragongate, was over on Voices of Wrestling, and he kind of was asked what the status, the temperature, if you will, of course, with the well, we don't have the sounder anymore. The Dragon Dia departure, sudden departure, the Magnum Tokyo and Shima talk show conversation we talked about a few months back here. They kind of opened up one of our favorite companies, which apparently is just a can of worms at the moment, kind of in disarray. So what did Jay say on when he was asked that question, and how do you feel
So
about his response?
with the Daya thing, I guess Daya may still be under contract, and that's why he wasn't in the Super Juniors, and that's why he hasn't
Okay.
shown up yet. Maybe he shows up at
Okay.
Dominion or at the Super Junior final. But apparently, from what he said was, if he would rather quit wrestling and find a new way to make a living than wrestle in Dragon Gate.
Wow.
Apparently, Magnum Tokyo has patched things up with the president, so they're thinking that him and Shima may have their like send off on there still. And then they were talking they asked him kind of like, what's like the mental health of the company right now? Like, what's everyone feeling? He's like, I don't speak for everybody else, but I can say for myself, it's wearing on me. He goes, I've been here for 7 years.
Wow.
I've never got a raise. I've never discussed money. I've never been told if I'm doing a good or a bad job. I show up, I do my job, and then I take the subway home and I go home. There's dates that sometimes I get put on that I told them I can't work because of my real job, my Monday through Friday. And he's like, there's not a lot of communication from the higher ups to the roster of like people caring or communication. Like he said, it just feels off with the way, like, how nobody like brings it up or anything. Apparently also too, nobody knows why Big R Shimizu was suspended. Nobody has a clue. He thinks it has something to do with
Wasn't it contract tampering or something like that?
Maybe I remember that's what we had heard, but he was saying when he saw Big R the first time back, like Big R's like, no more alcohol, no more alcohol. So he thinks like he got drunk and did something really bad or stupid or something, and that's why he got suspended. And then they were talking about it. They're like, well, in 18 months, let's say, he put his body together like that. And he's like, and then Jay was like, yep. And now, he tore his ACL. And if that's karma for what he did, then it sucks, I guess. But that happens.
What would he have done, though?
I want to say at one point they were like, what did he get drunk and like kill somebody with a car or something? And
Jesus.
and he's like, I don't know, but whatever he did, karma came back for him and stopped that push. So like, I was like, they're talking like he did something, like they think he did something. So there was so much shit involving Dragon Gate that was in that I wasn't expecting. It's a really good listen, but that Dragon Diet thing really surprised me. So
Yeah, no, I have to check that out. You'll have to show me where it's at. And again, Utami Hayashi Shishida from Marigold is freelancing. Where do we end up seeing her?
man, I wonder what's gonna happen with her.
Will it be MLW?
On the Fusion debut. Now, I will say too, like, so she worked whatever, it's some event called Ito Dojo in Shinkiba at Shinkiba First Ring, where she tagged with Takumi Aroha against Senka Akatsuni, that girl I mentioned about, Chris Hero, and Chi-Chi, who's not very good. Natsupoi was in the main event. Otherwise, I really don't know anybody else on the show. Mirai was on it. Otherwise, I mean, she's worked strictly Marigold this month. Is the only thing she's worked.
Okay.
But once again, she did work that gauntlet, like I said, against the whole roster.
Whoa.
In the 1 minute matches. So that's usually the send off. That's kind of how Rossi does it.
Huh. So where do you think she will put matches of the year on after that? Does she go back to Stardom?
I think she's gonna freelance, like kind of like how she said. Like I think she's just gonna do what Cerie's doing. I think Cerie is really setting a good pattern for what to do. Because she's making more money.
She's got to be making bank. Yeah, exactly.
I think that's what Utami's gonna do. I think she's gonna follow that trend. But we got 7 minutes. Are you wanting double or nothing?
Sorry, I was just reading about the fan event on Friday from 5 to 8,
Fan event.
and then there'll be a special talk show,
What is
meet and
this?
greets for G1 Climax.
Oh, cool. I
But we
think
won't be able to make that.
Dominion is when they're going to announce those cards.
Well, Daisuke Sasaki's on the G1 Climax poster.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy. He's not in the Super Junior poster?
No. Oh, sorry, that's just Oscar.
That's Oscar.
So we're getting Osprey, Okada, and Omega in the G1?
Fuck. I really hope. I don't know what I'm hoping for, but I just
wish Archer was not injured and they could
Yeah.
run him and Will back.
oh my god, it was so good the first time. So we got 2, 4. There's only 8 matches on pay-per-view.
Oh, there'll be 10. Those are Dynamite. That's going to end in 40 minutes. Is that one of their 3-hour one? But open the show, singles match for the AEW International Championship. The champion who had to have an emergency back home, kind of event or whatnot, had to go back to Japan, which then Takeshita got a title match, right, against Darby Allin. But finally the feud.
Top rope.
Jesus, you should have given him a German off the top, which then Darby would have went to the opposite side of the ring on the ring post, and then was on there. And then Takeshita just runs up and then gives him another German, but then Darby ends up on the other turnbuckle, and they just do that until they hit all four. And the crowd goes, "Holy shit!"
I can't believe I forgot to bring this up earlier when we were talking about him, because I think we started going into Newman. That Andrade finish with when he DDT'd him onto the ring post, and then he just took a back bump off the turnbuckle to the floor after DDTing him on the pipe. Like that's crazy.
Is this the best Andrade's ever been this 6 months?
This
6 months is the best he's ever been in his career, right?
I think it's right up there with his Nakamura feud when he was I can't remember what his name was with the hood.
La Sombra,
thank you. And I think his NXT title run, like with the Gargano match and stuff, was tremendous.
Yeah, but this has got to be. I mean, yeah, that match is a historical match, like legit 1A, 1B, whatever have you in that company's history. NXT, of course. But like just as a consistent run, because he's always been a stop and go due to his attitude, backstage politics, whatever have you. But this guy has like 7 championships. He's Monet times another chromosome. This guy is he an improved or is he a wrestler of the year candidate?
I think I would go.
Or is he more
comeback or improve? Yeah, I don't know if I could put him above like Moxley and MJF and guys like that right now, but I think it feels like the first time a promoter really feels like they can push him because he's not going to fuck up.
Yeah.
Because he used to have that Roosh mentality where it's like, we'll give him matches, but we're never going to do anything with him. Because you don't know if he's going to be a loose cannon or not.
It's because, kids, listen up. He didn't burn his bridges. And that's very important in life. Don't burn your bridges unless you just don't give a fuck. And you're like, I'm never going to go back to that place yet again. But finally, a blow off to this feud that has been 19 months in the making. Finally here, it's going to be in the formerly known as Arthur Ashe Stadium. Or was it Louis Armstrong, the trumpeter, the legend? Got his own fucking stadium. But Okada, Takeshita, we've been waiting for this. The tease has been great. The tag match a couple shows ago where Takeshita's like, fuck you, against the Bucks was just great theater. You got to go Takeshita, I think, but they're going to go Okada's going to retain, but Takeshita, in my heart of hearts, you're winning an international championship of All Elite Wrestling. Ryan, who do you got? This
is a real toss-up. I
You
think,
got to go Takeshita, right?
I think you can. I think the only reason they don't do Okada is because I don't think they. I guess it just depends what's next for Okada. Like, is he gonna start winning up, or is he gonna lose up? You know, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Oh yeah, yeah.
is he gonna go for like the TNT title?
Well, he was supposed to get a title match. He was supposed to go for an AEW title match. So, but
Yeah, fuck it. Belt up to Kesha, turn him babyface, get him out of the group, and the dude's gonna be a stud.
people love him already. They respect his work. They respect the man. Meaning Takeshita. I think Okada's in the way, especially depending on the issues he had back at home, as if he has to go back or not. But I still think the right call, regardless of that situation, should go to Konosuke Takeshita.
By the way,
Company man.
if he had Fletcher not get hurt, I was all about Aussie Open and Okada with those varsity.
Oh
jackets.
yeah.
That was one of the coolest entrances, and it was so simple. But I'm like, oh my god, they got varsity jackets on. These guys fucking rule.
That'd be really cool because Takeshita is still the New Japan TV champion, right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be cool if Okada comes out and is like, oh, and Takeshita comes out with this championship, right? Okada's like, oh, well, under your rules, it's only a 10-minute match. And then they have to actually wrestle under, like, New Japan TV title rules.
That would be the one time I would.
That'd be the one time he would have to win.
Yeah, because otherwise, like, oh, of course it's going to be a 15-minute time limit. That's how every single TV title match ends up being.
Yeah. I don't know. That could be fun, but go Takeshita. The tag team I Quit match for if Cage and Cope lose, they have to quit as a tag team, even though their first reign that everyone apparently loves and is, Mandela affected was under a year, ladies and gentlemen. But FTR with Stokely taking on Cage and Cope. That's right, Adam Copeland and Christian Cage, but they're hard because they're the CNC Wrestling Factory.
Come on. Feel it.
They got to break up, right? Like, you can't give these. I mean, Christian Cage is great. Again, like I said 8 months ago, Christian Cage is my hot take. Way better wrestler, way better on the mic, way better, I'd say, all around a professional wrestler than the guy who has the bigger namesake. And I love how in AEW in his last TNA run, even while in AEW, or even his first TNA run, obviously, he's a guy who believes in himself, and fuck what a Vince McMahon, said or thought. This guy has just been doing great stuff, and Copeland should be the one in the shadows, to be honest. But FTR's got to retain, right? They got to get that heel heat.
Yeah, they better, man. Because I think Copeland's already said he's winding down. And he's getting to actually retire on his own terms, which is all he wanted to do. He doesn't want a long run. He just wanted to not have to be told he can't do it. So, I'm sure he's got to be winding down. And I feel like with AR Fox beating Nick Wayne for the TV title, I think after the Super Juniors, Wayne's going to come back and finish his feud with Christian. And then Christian can kind of ride off into the sunset.
Okay. And he doesn't even really need to. I'd rather see him on the screen, whether as a commentator, a manager, or whatever, than an Adam Copeland. And that's fine, but I've never been the biggest Edge fan. Like, I respect the cash-in. The guy is the winner of every first gimmick match in WWE history, from the Triangle Ladders to the TLC, to the Terry Invitational, to
Terry Invitational,
Money in the
Hardy's
Bank.
One.
Oh, did they? Shut up.
Sorry, I got a real one.
Yeah, that's true.
Did who won between him and Orton in the greatest wrestling match of all time? Because I really don't remember who won that.
The gym with the Chris Benoit reference?
That wasn't the greatest wrestling match of all time.
That was during that match.
That was the Mania match.
Oh, gross. They wrestled at Mania too?
Yeah, because remember they had that like 45-minute match on Backlash, and they edited the match. And
that was the greatest wrestling match.
Yeah, and they were doing all these multiple takes and stuff, and then they all got hurt from it.
Yeah. because they're stupid.
So
I honestly don't know who won that match.
Orton won the Backlash match. Edge won the Mania match. 36-41 and 44-49 were the times.
Disgusting.
Holy fuck me. Anyway, continue. I just thought it would be a funny way to reference that match, and then I looked back and went, "Oh my lord, that was 45 minutes."
Again, I think Copeland or Edge is the most overstated wrestler. The live sex thing was even as a teenager when that happened, I was like, "This is weirdly inappropriately stupid." Like, I don't want to watch this. This is like weird. Again, the cash in. And then The Undertaker always choke slamming him into hell at a SummerSlam in 2008. But other than that, never did anything for me. So FTR for life, we're going to see Beth Phoenix, who I respect a little bit more than Adam Copeland, to be honest. But here we are. Oh, yeah, just Beth.
I was just going to say Beth on the thing.
Again, as we mentioned, Hikaru Shida will be challenging the greatest AEW Women's Champion of all time because they're all just a bunch of dumb bitches. Tekla defending against Jamie Hayter, Chris Statlander, and again, the tag team partner. And that said bitch, dumb bitch, Hikaru Shida. Tekla's words, not mine. Tekla's got to retain, right? Because she's the greatest fucking wordsmith of this generation of women's wrestlers, right?
Yeah, and if you're gonna have Hayter win, you're gonna have Hayter win in a singles match.
Singles, yeah.
So it's gonna mean something, yeah.
No, but Tekla already beat her ass. Like, she's not gonna get that. No, the Hayter's done as a women's champion. Let's be real.
Yeah, put her in the tag. Her and Windsor rock.
Yeah, the brawling APA is good shit there.
Yeah, that stupid background at the pay-per-view. I was like, what the fuck are they doing?
We have 3 Owens Hart Cup quarterfinal matches as the brackets were shown. We'll get a little bit into that. Persephone and Hazuki will be going on in the first round. Alex Windsor and To Be Determined. Really? I didn't realize that. Minister, who was out of that spot?
Willow, she vacated the title.
Oh, did she? I didn't know that. Mm-hmm. Her shoulder, man, Willow, get well soon. But rest up, man. Like, legit, rest up. You deserve some time. Even though Willow Nightingale, just great presence ever since her debut, kind of on those YouTube shows to what she's become as a character and just connecting with the crowd. There's people talk about the 4 pillars. Do you want to talk about the women's division? Your Tony Storms, your Britt Bakers, your there's a plethora of people, but I mean, honestly, on a Mount Rushmore of AEW women's wrestlers, I would put Willow Nightingale on that fucking for any time of day.
Yeah, I don't think that's an egregious statement at all.
To be determined, Alex Windsor. Who do you think is going to come out? Is it Julia? Okay. Mina Shirakawa and Athena, which should be great. Sky Blue and Sari. Again, I think they're going to be weird and pull in Alex Windsor, even though Sari should win for the women's. I believe Ryan's teenage-ness is pulling for Sri as well, if you know what I mean. But we will see Athena Mina Shirakawa, that first round quarterfinal in New York. Athena's going to take that W, right? Because she's not going to pull her shirt off, though. Athena's shirt like she did
is
the other
that
one.
on the pay-per-view?
Yes, that will be on the pay-per-view.
So they must have pulled Windsor and Nightingale from the pay-per-view then. I think Athena's winning for sure.
Oh, yeah, definitely. The men's brackets, we will get to Will Ospreay and Samoa Joe this upcoming Sunday. Mark Davis and Jack Perry. Swerve Strickland and Bandito, which Swerve kind of came out during the Ring of Honor had a pay-per-view last Friday. Did I watch it? No, I'm sure it was very good. I really, honestly, like 7 matches were like, I would watch the shit out of that, but I forgot I got rid of my ROH app because I'd never watched it. But Swerve coming out after the match, Bandito and Blake Christian, which I heard was a really fucking great.
4.5, I went.
Nice. We'll have to get that on the Discord one night here. But Swerve and Bandito, which we will also, I believe, be getting on the pay-per-view this Sunday. And then Claudio Castagnoli and Brody King will face that there. Let's go match by match here. Quick round, Ryan. I'm going to shoot out to you. Ospreay, Samoa Joe. Who do you got?
Ospreay.
Davis, Jack Perry. Especially if Perry's going to be leaving.
Davis.
I like that. Mark Davis is the new national champion as he beat Jack Perry, which is fucking dope. Why are all these matches like grudge matches? Like, shouldn't these be like dream matches? Like, these are all storyline gimmicks. It's weird. Swerve and Bandito, it's gonna be fucking great. Who do you got?
Swerve.
Claudio Castagnoli and Brody King.
I got Brody.
Swerve and Brody King in the
Swerve.
semis. Will Ospreay, Mark and Davis.
Oh,
God,
baby.
Semis. Holy shit.
Yeah, I got a semi. Will Ospreay.
Swerve and Brody, you said Swerve, so Swerve and Ospreay at Forbidden Door in San Jose. Are we going to California?
Oh, yeah, fuck.
Ospreay, right?
Yeah, Ospreay.
Barring anything?
I think until it happens, I'm sticking with Ospreay is going to beat MJF in London.
So what's going to be cool is, like you said, they're going to announce at Dominion. So I think what could be really neat if they want to set up for Wembley even more, when Will Ospreay's announced for the G1, as he's the last person announced, and everyone gasps like, oh.
Yeah.
Newman comes out in San Jose. He costs Ospreay the match against Swerve. And then that's how we get that match, and then somehow Swerve gets out of the match against MJF, because I think I don't know what you do unless Adam Cole makes a comeback, but I don't think he wants to see that. Get well soon. Otherwise, Ospreay makes more sense than my weird little what if.
I think the what if would be cool, because I think that match is going to be dope. But a part of me thinks Newman Ospreay is going to get saved for the Dome.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be in a non-title type match, because I think Newman's going to lose it before the Dome, and he won't win the G1. So that's how we get to those two being like the semi-main event, and you'll be fine with it. And then it's just a matter of who's your title.
Who's your title, Daddy? Speaking of titles, title versus hair match for the AEW World Championship. Darby Allin, his sixth defense, I believe, if he doesn't have a defense tonight, and on Collision before. Just doing great stuff with this AEW championship. He's making up for lost time. He's putting on fantastic bouts. Good character change in MJF. I will say the only thing that's weird is this stipulation. It makes sense. MJF went to Turkey, got hair replacements. Like, why would you get rid of that shit? People are thinking it's for a role. Like, I think it's good and it's bad. Like, just the mic work back and forth hasn't been as strong. But I like what they're doing overall is the story of the what if MJF goes well, whether it's online with, Instagram or X posts of MJF being bald already, photoshopped, or the brilliant
selling.
Yeah, the shirt they're selling, but the brilliant backstage where, MJF's talking, and then all of a sudden every bald worker, wrestler, referee
20 people
just comes.
There was 20 people. Ricochet was I was going to bring that up to you and say that was the best of them doing a WWE angle that they could have ever done. Because that's something that Attitude Era back then WWE would have nailed that they wouldn't have now. Mm-hmm. They nailed this where he's walking. There's 20 fucking people.
Because MJF is so much the gimmick that people believe he's the gimmick, but he knows how he can play even the silliest, stupidest things. Kangaroo kick, very fucking stupid, but when he would pull it out in a match or in a promo randomly during the Adam Cole, as for mentioned, Adam Cole, it worked. Yeah. It was fun because you're like, oh shit, he's gonna do the kangaroo kick. So like his realism that he brings to Maxwell Jacob Friedman when he gets bamboozled or is put in a weird situation of being John Malkovich, if you will, of 20 bald people, and it's like his worst nightmare because he just spent tens of thousands of dollars on transplants in Turkey. I'm sure wherever John Cena, went, the Cena texted him, "Hey, go here, kid."
Here's a guy. I got a guy.
And I think that's why that segment worked, because you're like, oh, this guy, is all about the business and kayfabe and this and that, and then the silliest shit irritates him so much. You're like, yeah, that's his, comeuppance, if you will, for being an asshole.
You know what I think I really like about it too is Darby Allin, for the first time against a guy like MJF, is dictating the outcome. He's dictating it on his terms, and he's bullying MJF because of, just like you said, everything about the hair. And MJF, for the first time, doesn't know what to do. Like, he's trying to pay. Like, he was talking, like, he tweeted about he was going to pay Sammy Guevara $50,000 if he beats
500
or 500. Yeah, if he beats Darby. Like, they're making it all important.
Yeah, he's desperate.
Yeah.
He's not desperate so much, but except when he's a chicken shit heel in the ring. But outside of it, leading up to a program, he's usually not that desperate.
And I think what works too is he's starting to not know what to do, because all he cares about is the title. He wants nothing more than the title, and he cannot figure out a way to get the damn thing back, and he's getting desperate. Like, and it works so well. And Darby's so good, being so confident, going, I keep him coming. Don't worry, and I'm going to come to you, Max, and I'm going to take that hair off your head, and you're going to be in the worst position you've ever been in your entire life, and you're not going to know what to do. Like, it's good. It works. And it's making Darby seem more believable. Because, I mean, I said it to you that day. I said, if they hotshot the title, it'd be the smartest thing they could ever do, because they can just put it right back on MJF and still get to Ospreay. I still think that's what they're going to do, but they're starting to make me think that MJF might shave his hair, because showing ass is what he's so good at.
He is, but I think the best thing you can do, and this is why I didn't name this as the main event. I don't think you made an event with this, because I think you have MJF just beat the holy living fuck out of Darby Allin, where he breaks away the ring, the announce table, he brings on all the weapons, and he just beats the shit out of him. And he just hits him 19 fucking times with the chair. He tears away the turnbuckle post. He rips the ropes apart, because you're going to get the main event that, I'll say here shortly. And MJF just beats him in under 5 minutes. And I think that's the way you go. And he comes back. He's like, I'm the fucking devil. I am your champion. You all fucking bow to me, Maxwell Jacob Friedman. I think that's the best way you can do this match.
Yeah, I like that too. I wouldn't, and it wouldn't do anything to hurt Darby.
No, not at all. Because you're like, all right, you had 6 fucking title matches.
I mean, this dude's doing fucking drop kicks down flights of stairs. Like,
yeah. I don't need a 20-minute match with these guys. Yeah. I've seen that.
Yeah, no, I like that idea.
Yeah. An idea I didn't know if I did like, Ryan, in the beginning, when I was like, they're just fucking doing a New Japan Rambo, just throwing everybody else in this one fucking match. Well, it's going to really fucking great.
We're always
because
like, damn it.
All these pros. You have, oh, shucks. I'm an asshole. Like, telling everyone, why are they doing this? Why are they doing this? Why do we get Kenny Omega? I mean, I don't know why Jack Perry's part of the Elite still. That's bullshit. That's not even in canon, the fuckers. Omega, Jack Perry was leaving, Matt Jackson, Nick Jackson, the Hurt Syndicate, and Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin, and Jericho. Yes, sans the Chris, no Irvine. Will be taking on the Demand, Ricochet, Bishop Khan, and Toa Leona, which, why not give Ricochet another main event? He's fucking deserved it. The Don Callis family members of Mark Davis and Andrade El Idolo, again, 2 of the biggest, like, not comebacks or improvements, just dominance. They're saying, okay, this is my time. I've had setbacks, whether it's injuries, whether it's backstage bullshit, whether it's politics, but we're fucking here and we're going to take control. And the Dogs and Clark Connors and David Finlay, I think Finlay can show out in this match. If he wants to, like, not be forgotten, because Clark Connors has way more sexual prowess than Finley will
I hope
ever
he
have in his
fucks a
life.
couch again.
He's
Too.
gonna fuck so many couches. He's gonna say, I can't say it, but yes, the dogs, Connors, Finley, Davis, Idolo, and the man. Like, this is gonna be nuts, and it's in a fucking tennis stadium in what, Brooklyn, New York, Queens, New York, which I stayed at when I went to $1 million wedding in 2006. This is gonna be fucking great, dude.
Shark, you're dead. Yeah.
Fucking great.
Yeah,
Like,
they're always it's just like an ROH pay per view. It's like, oh, I mean, I don't really care about what's on here. I'll just watch.
you got
it
a main
all.
event with that, right?
I mean,
Don't give me a bodies hit the floor bullshit. I just want to see, but give me horses. Give me running down 100 yards at super crazy speed and cowboy boots. Give me golf carts and people hitting their fucking craniums in there. Give me all the nonsense. Give me the John Wick bar fights.
I remember what they had that ring in the middle of it, and then it was just this giant ass area. And I remember out of the corner of the screen, they suddenly you see something happening, and they zoom in, and Jericho's running with the first down marker, and I'm like, I don't think he realizes that those things stick in the ground.
Yeah,
as he smokes Matt Hardy with it, or Matt Jackson. If Jackson didn't put his hand up, oh my God, he could have killed him. And they show that highlight, and they're like, all right.
He's been in Jericho 2 or 3. He will be in 3 out of the 4 Stadium Stampede matches. Of course, originated during the beginning, if you will, of the COVID-19 pandemic. This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be a lot of fun. This is gonna be a really good fucking show. I didn't know about the Willow thing. Get well soon. That's kind of a bummer, but yeah, like I said, she needs to take some rest, get some time off. She was 2-belt Willow, in 2026 already. So I mean, get well soon. But yeah, it's gonna be a good show. I mean, I'm gonna bitch about it being 4.5 hours because I got to work on the holiday. But sign me up, man. That's why I'm gonna work earlier that day on Sunday.
Yeah,
so I can sleep and not bitch later on.
I feel like
amazing show.
That's part of the reason that maybe there is only 8 matches is because that match might go 45 to an hour.
Oh, that's easily a 45-minute match. I mean, I honestly, you can go 30 and it'll be sufficient enough. You don't need entrances. Just have them beat the shit. Like, honestly, they should be brawling all over New York. Like, they're so fucking dope. But who do you got in there? I don't know the storyline. I don't know how everyone got involved. I know the Jericho, Ricochet, and Jericho always getting beat up by the man or whoever trademark you tried to get.
Beat up John Cena.
But oh my God, that's why it sounded familiar.
They're just doing AJ Styles and Carl Anderson and Luke.
Yeah, Hurt Syndicate should be.
I think Jericho finally pins Ricochet.
Okay.
Jericho via lion salt on Ricochet. Dude,
we get Will Ospreay Samoa Joe.
Yeah, it's gonna be fucking awesome. And Swerve and Bandito's gonna be really good.
It'd be even cooler if it was like in a Ring of Honor ring, because they brought back the red and the black G ring for the last Ring of Honor show. That'd be. You just gotta put that in.
I just want the metal against the guardrails again with like bang those things. Oh, that was fun, Alex. Glad we took a month for us to get back, but we are here. We have done one.
Hey, life and life.
And there was
I'm selling those chips, baby.
We had plenty of content for people too. There was, I think, 7 shows posted in the last 3.5 weeks. So it's not like they don't have things to listen to. There was even a sportscast radio in there.
Yeah, you cucks.
An NFL draft night preview.
Spotify, Apple, iHeart, wherever you get your podcasts. Red Circle.
Yeah, redcircle.com
/WrestleCast Radio.
Yeah,
right?
Yes, sir. I think WrestleCast Radio.
WrestleCast, CAST Radio, ProWrestlingTees.com /Strong Style Media.
Wrestle / Radio. WrestleCast - Radio.
Oh, that's
on the
right.
red
It is a
circle.
random one.
I forgot the red circle has a dash between the two words.
Oh man! Shout out to New Year's Dash 2026. Shout out to you, Ryan. Thank you as always, ladies and germs. Shout out to our fandom overseas, U.S. We got to get back up.
U.S. is officially back to number 1.
Okay. Perfect.
And Iran is not on the list anymore.
Oh, thank God. That was so weird. I was like, better not be Iran. They're number 2.
No, we've had 8 downloads this month from countries as United States, Germany, Sweden, United Kingdom, Pakistan, Japan, Poland, and Ghana.
I'm all about Pakistan and Ghana.
Yeah.
I know Ivy Akatsa. I went to high school with her and college.
Maybe it was.
Shout out to Ivy.
It was talking about Obafemi.
Oh, tight. Let's bring it up. More Oba, more viewers and listeners. Video podcast coming soon. I'm kidding. Say goodnight, Ryan.
Good night, Ryan.